Welcome, Internet, to the Play Some Video Games podcast. It's your boy, Dad Ninja Dev, joined as always by Donnie Eat, the Hype Reese, and Delvin. Make him say,
Oh!
Gosh.
Nah. What's going on, everybody?
So Delvin has named himself Master P today, so he's watched the Verzuz.
Yes, he did.
Ice Cream Man.
We had a little bit of a pre-show about beforehand talking about this Verzuz, and apparently Lil Wayne didn't show up.
No, or
but
Turk.
Master P, but Snoop did.
Yes.
Who else was not there to make this lopsided? Like, was it another like Locks versus whoever the hell they just washed?
It kind of was, because it kind of ended up being a situation where, Cash Money's biggest stars arguably is Lil Wayne and Juvenile. Mm-hmm. Those are the ones everybody thinks about. With Lil Wayne not being there, it kind of was like, oh, okay, we got Juvenile. Whereas with Cash Money, half of No Limit's in jail, but they still had like Master P,
Lil
Snoop
Romeo.
Dogg. Yeah, Lil Romeo was there. Mia X was there, still rapping it up. Yeah, man. Silk the Shocker was there.
Like the
still can't
Patriots
find the
over
beat.
here.
Silk was there.
Yeah,
Could he
still
ride the
can't
beat?
find the beat.
Can't. Oh God, that
Can't
man.
catch it.
Ugh.
Yeah, man. It was great. I think what I appreciated about it the most about the whole thing was the fact that I think this Verzuz made people appreciate who Master P was and is at that point, because Master P is an anomaly.
Mm-hmm.
He really is. He was a dude who was selling like tapes out the back of his car and became like a mogul. And people forget like how big No Limit was. They made movies. They made albums. He was a basketball player.
Yep.
Yeah,
He played for what?
shoes.
Toronto and Charlotte, right? For like 4-day contracts.
Yes. And that was like unheard of back then. Like, you didn't have like rappers like coming out like, oh, I'm gonna be a basketball player. And getting to play in the NBA, even if it was a 4-day contract. Like, P was a mogul. He was a big mogul. You could probably make the argument he's the down south Jay-Z in many ways.
Yeah. I mean, he still is. I mean, he's still active.
Yeah.
He ain't putting out music like that, but he's still in it.
Rap Snacks.
Yeah.
He's a big part of that. Like, he's still making shit today that people do. And even more so, I think I saw a story on Twitter that touched me about him. He's apparently making these wheelchairs for kids that are like really dope. Like they look like fun, and like they're wheelchairs made for kids, who have issues and stuff like that, can't walk. And they're made in a way that they're fun. The kid can't hurt himself in the wheelchair, and it's fun for the kids, so it doesn't, make them feel sad they're in a wheelchair. They look really cool, and he's funding this thing. I'm like, oh, that's dope.
That's nice. I'm hoping that they're also easily, either giving them out for free or that's easily funded or stuff like that.
Yes, easily accessible for things, which I think it is. Like, and he's always done stuff like that, like supporting his community and stuff like that. I'm like, that's dope.
I mean, that's what he's always been about. That's the whole thing. It was always about the community and giving back.
Yeah. So it was a pretty fun watch. Watch people like for the first time hear like bout it, and wow. No Limit Soldiers, and we're like, oh, P had a lot of songs. P himself had a lot of hit songs. Mm-hmm. That was a different era.
What did Cash Money even do? What do they have?
Juvenile has a bunch of hits, and he came out here and did all his hits, and then Birdman came out there and did #1 stunner. Like, all right, and he also did What Happened to That Boy, which surprised me greatly. Like what? Consider, he did that song. Like, ugh. Like, they don't like you.
That's not cool.
they don't like you anymore. Why are you doing this song? But yeah, he did the song.
Wow.
And apparently, because it was at Complex Con, which is like a big event for days and stuff like that. The Clips was actually at the event.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, they didn't show up for that thing.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, but they were there.
Damn. Well, thank you for recapping that because I'm definitely not going to watch it.
Nah,
And
still need to watch it.
I forgot that it even happened.
They kind of messed up the format. Because you remember how Verzuz used to be where they would like.
I've never seen one.
You never seen a Verzuz?
No. I don't care about these washed up rappers.
Yeah, but these are our washed up rappers. It's not like
That's
the previous generations.
I don't need to see them in Verzuz now.
Well, it used to be like 20. It used to be like 20 rounds, and they would do mostly like full songs. Yeah, they would do all. They would do all their. You never heard Verzuz, Donnie?
Really?
This whole time, because this topic of yours has spanned multiple shows, I'm just imagining like Wild and Out, but with Master P and Juvenile.
Oh no,
absolutely not. It started during COVID, and they would just have like somebody two either R&B stars or rappers who like had kind of like not necessarily beef, but they were compared to one another, and they would just go on live and they would just go back and forth with their hits,
all their hits, and the fans would decide who was better.
Why?
Because it was
bragging
COVID
rights.
And we had nothing to do.
Bragging rights and money.
Right, but like you could just play their songs. Why do they do it live?
Because it's more fun that way, and it was COVID.
Is it like a concert?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So there's like 100,000 people out there,
now,
or is it like a Skype call?
It was a Skype call.
During COVID, it was a Skype. During COVID, it was a Skype call that essentially close to, like some cases, close to 1 million people were showing up to watch them perform.
Yeah.
And in some cases, they would tell like stories of like, if they were afraid, like Babyface did one with, I can't remember who Babyface did one with, but he would like tell like stories about like the past and music things that happened between their music career and stuff like that. And famously, D'Angelo did one by himself.
It was Teddy Riley versus Babyface.
There you go. Thank you. And they was like passing on great stories and stuff like that from the past. D'Angelo did one by himself because he's D'Angelo.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, D'Angelo. And, that was an amazing moment. And one of the last big DMX performances was DMX against Snoop Dogg.
Mm-hmm.
And
I can't believe you never heard of it or even.
It became like a big deal at one point.
You can't believe that?
Honestly,
I can't.
Because it was just everywhere.
I can't because
everywhere.
When you say everywhere, what do you mean?
Literally everywhere. Anytime I opened up any browser, it was ads on everything.
It became so big, it ended up getting bought by
algorithmic though.
I'm not looking that stuff up.
It actually became more of a mainstream thing too.
Mm-hmm.
It ended up getting bought by who was it? One of them big companies ended up buying the rights to it. Because it was originally started by Swiss Beats and Timberland, and then they ended up selling the rights to it to another big company.
Let's see.
Kind of like the boxing thing.
So I guess Triller bought it, and then
Triller
Beats and Timberland bought it from them.
They bought it. They bought it back from them?
They bought it. Yeah, it looks like they reacquired it from Triller, and they partnered with Elon Musk for exclusive distribution rights on Twitter at some point.
Ugh.
Yeah. Like I said, this was a big thing at one point.
Yeah, it was huge. Like, I mean, it was in everything. Like the Hollywood Reporter, Variety, like anywhere you looked, like they were talking about this pretty much everywhere. So I'm shocked that you had never heard of it.
And it was pretty
escaped it.
Yeah, it was pretty good for the most part. It was pretty good when it was like natural. When they tried to force it, that's when it became like, all right, it's enough of this. Like with most things, like when it became about the marketing and getting investors and things like that, they kind of commercialized it. They're like, all right, this is enough. And this is their attempt to bring it back, essentially.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there's some famous, like if you're on the internet, there are some very famous moments that came out of the Verzuz battles.
Yeah, like Brandy versus Monica, Erykah Badu versus Jill Scott, Ludacris versus Nelly. And
Gucci Mane versus Jeezy was one very famous one because they thought they hated each other because somebody actually got killed during the beef, and they never thought those two would ever get together in a room together, and it was even referenced during the Verzuz.
Yep. And you also, like, especially during the COVID era, you could see who had good tech and who didn't know how to work tech at all.
Yes, which was Dan's favorite part of it, because you could see which one of these artists was really like old ass men.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fun time.
Well,
all right,
cool.
I have nothing else to add. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't got nothing to say. I've never seen it. I have no. I mean, the funny thing is that, I mean, that is music that I actually do like. That is some of the few rap songs that I could talk about.
Yeah, I think you would have liked it. If you would have caught it during the early days, I think you would have liked it a lot. Just because of the foolishness that happened with it.
Mm-hmm.
I do think I scoff making Master P the Southern Jay-Z. That feels just like a stretch. I get it. I get this. I get the point. I get the connection, the correlation. But the
not lyrical ability in terms
quality,
of mogul status.
Not even quality. Not even about the rapping part. Just like
I get it.
Industry.
Yes.
Yeah.
And who he's brought on.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be pulling in the 4-day contracts about that. Those are marketing things, man. He did the same thing with wrestling and AEW and anybody else that would like give him an opportunity.
Well, Jay-Z kind of did the same thing. He did have those ugly ass shoes, among other things.
God, them Reeboks were terrible. The S. Carters.
Yeah, he had a couple of those things like that.
But yeah,
Jay-Z's prime.
The worst.
I like that trashy boom bap, as my kids would say.
God, I hate that name. Yeah. I hate it so much. It sounds so stupid.
Yeah,
I do too. And I get it. He's like, yeah, you like the rap music, boom, boom, pap. I'm like, no, like you're right, but why are we calling it that?
Well, you probably like that new Mobb Deep album that just came out. I want to say like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
it's really good.
You have to send it to me. I don't keep up with I don't listen to new music.
I'll send it to you. It's really good.
Like I've definitely, I think it. I don't know, I used to tease my dad about this. I used to always add like this theory. At some point, you just stop, like you freeze in time. And I like music. I've been that way for probably about a decade. Like, I don't listen to the radio. I don't shuffle. I don't listen to playlists or anything. I specifically just spin my own library. And trust me, I don't get to listen to it as much as I want to. And let alone, I'm not seeking new applications.
The funny thing about it is, this might be like one of the best years for like older people who like rap, because all of your favorite artists are coming back out with albums and they're actually really good. Like Wu-Tang Clan, Ghostface,
I do like
Raekwon.
Back made me a list of new stuff to
Snoop.
listen to. I just didn't listen to it and probably won't. And you can send me that and I probably won't listen to it either. Like, I don't know. Like I need to, I don't know. Like I honestly, I do feel I don't like music doesn't penetrate whatever it is I'm doing these days unless it's TikTok. Like I don't find music, like new music. I don't listen to the radio. I don't play anything like YouTube Music is starting to do like the AI thing. They're like, hey, do you want to? I'm like, no, I don't. Like I don't want you
so don't
tell me what you think I should listen to.
Just send him TikToks with new music.
Yeah, that might be the better idea.
That's the only way.
Like, that is the only way that I think I have just like found new bands, and I wouldn't even call them new. It's usually just like really small indie DIY stuff.
I like that stuff too.
I don't want. I'm me with music is like no new friends. I'm good. I don't want to hear no new.
Yeah,
artists.
it is like that.
I'm straight. I'm good. No, thank you.
I like artists that sound like the artists from my day, like 80s, 90s artists. Like, and there's a lot of artists doing that kind of style now again. I'm like, okay, I dig this. And my son points them out to me like, hey, you should check this out because you probably like this.
I like the artists of my day that still sound like of my day. I don't need new artists that sound like my day. I'm good.
I've been listening to a band called they're called like the Main Squeeze, the Big Squeeze, something like that. You guys know them?
No, but I'm gonna look them up right now.
It's like a funk band.
Oh, now you're talking.
Hang on, let me go find the song I like. The Main Squeeze?
Yep, the Main Squeeze.
Main Squeeze. You have it in front of you right now, Delvin?
Yes, I have their group in front of me. Man in the Mirror, I'll Take Another, Dr. Funk, Have a Cigar. Yeah, they got it.
You looked that up but couldn't look up the Verzuz stuff that fast. Good Lord.
Yeah, listen to Have a Cigar. Pink Floyd song. To like the first from like 30 seconds to like a minute.
Oh, they redid While My Heart Gently Weeps. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Reminds me a lot of like when T-Pain was covering like funk and rock songs.
I like T-Pain.
It's kind of like that same vibe.
Now that's an artist who I still listen to anything he puts
Yeah, I
out.
know. That's why I said it, because I was like, I bet I could probably pitch this in a way that would make Dev care, but
no,
probably
it's not T-Pain, so no, I'm good.
And I only found them through TikTok. Apparently they've been around for like 10 years. I've never found them.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
So, but yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I'm just not really doing new music anymore.
TikTok has its hooks deep in Donnie.
I don't even know about all that. It's not like there's hundreds of them. It's like 2. Like,
just that you pay that much attention to TikTok. That's what I'm saying. Like it's your go-to.
Sort of. I mean,
yeah.
it's not my go-to.
Right, apparently.
It's not my go-to. Definitely not. I mean, I use it. Honestly, my TikTok usage has really gone down of late. Yeah. But
has your Xbox usage going up?
Yeah,
no.
That's what Xbox wants.
No, YouTube is like my main thing. And then probably TikTok. Probably. But even then, TikTok is probably like neck and neck with like either, stuff. I don't even know. We'll talk about it later. We talk about Xbox, I guess. I'll save it for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Delvin,
are you playing video games? It's blank here. What the fuck are you doing?
I haven't been doing much of anything, man. It's been a rough couple weeks now, man. But I'm doing good. I'm doing all right, man. It's been, funerals, breakups. Everything.
Breakups.
Y'all didn't, apparently y'all didn't listen to Cadillac this past week.
Because you don't tell anybody when the fuck is happening.
Cadillac happened?
I opened up YouTube and they're an hour and a half into a show he told nobody about.
Well, I didn't know it was
happening. And then they go, why
does
anyone listen to our show? Chaffee's like, oh, I wish people listen. Maybe if you told them when and where to listen, maybe they'd listen.
Well, maybe. That seems like an error.
That y'all still even recorded.
Random Monday every 3 months.
Yeah, well, maybe that's. I found out when you found out. I found out when the mic turned on.
No damn sense.
Like, hey, we're recording today. I'm like, all right, I guess we're recording today.
I haven't listened to it because I haven't had time.
Well, the beginning of the episode is wild.
It always is. I love listening to
it. Matter of fact, don't listen to it because I might have said some things that's going to definitely get me in trouble.
Uh-oh. No,
never mind.
In trouble here?
Because
we don't care.
In trouble in general. I got T talking about threesomes and stuff like that.
What is that about? That's not a problem. I talk about threesomes.
Well, we got into detail.
I don't see how that who you gonna get in trouble with here? I don't understand.
Yeah, I'll be good here. Probably everywhere else.
It's like we shouldn't have recorded that episode. Please.
I gave you my whole theory on thruples, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I've been trying to make that a thing forever. I've been trying to make fetch happen.
Yeah, I've been throwing my hat in that ring. Like, hey, maybe I need to start making this happen now that I'm single again. Like,
I mean, look, you ain't getting no younger.
Damn sure ain't. That is very accurate, June Dubs.
Yeah.
What are you doing today? Podcast? We are? Yep. All right. I guess we're starting.
Okay.
When we're starting? Like 30 minutes? Like, all right. I guess we're starting.
Now, why do you think I'm calling?
Who? Yeah.
Oh, so you're single again, huh, Delvin?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I didn't like her steak appetite anyway.
Well, apparently I didn't like her either.
I told you to call that. Wow.
Damn.
Yeah,
I told you to call that then.
Yeah.
I gave you that's a red flag, man. Flag on the play. You got to go.
A red flag.
It's a huge red flag that you just skated right past. You were just like, nah, that's fine.
I can't say the joke I want to say.
I would be legit
People definitely
worried.
going to take the jokes I want to say the wrong way.
I would be worried
Delvin,
if I sat across
like,
the table from somebody eating a steak like that.
You crossed the line, Delvin. So anything
Constantly,
you say
eventually.
is just Delvin. That's what you're here for. So
and I guarantee it won't be the worst thing you've said on the show.
This is correct.
Oh, it might be.
I doubt it. We still got a lot of show left.
That's a good point. I blame this on Dev.
What?
It's all Dev's fault. See,
Why is it Dev's
I was happy philandering with the white women. And then Dev, like, you got to go get you some sisters in your life.
Yeah.
And both the sisters fucked me over, Dev.
Look. I did not say anything other than, just got to be careful playing in the snow. That's all I said.
Yeah. I should have just got me a obedient white woman to call it a day.
Get your little snow bunny.
Yeah.
The hell with Dr. Umar and his nonsense.
I want to be pro-black, and now I'm pro-single. Thanks, Dev.
I love that it's my fault.
You just weren't strong enough, though.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Damn. Oh, well.
Behind every black man, there should be an obedient white woman.
Oh, my God. Okay.
I hope no women listen to this show.
Again, if they listen to this show, nothing you say surprises anyone.
See, June knows is like,
for the course.
Asian might be the way to go. You know what?
Hey. There's a whole lot of overlap between the black and Asian communities. All right, Wu-Tang. There's a reason. All right.
Yeah.
What am I doing? I'm playing Ghost of Yotei. Y'all already understand. Y'all know there's a correlation there. All right.
Yeah.
Blasian.
Dev's living out his Asian fantasies as we speak.
Cultural appropriation is what he's referring to.
I agree.
Yes.
That's what it is. You know what?
You see how they dress? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. It is cool.
It is kind of offensive
I mean,
that
if you're going to appropriate something,
take Asian culture and white people take our culture. We're like, hey, you can't do that. We want to be ninjas.
We should.
We're like wearing dragons on our shirts and shit. Watching anime.
You listen to the English dub? What a poser.
For real. Nonsense. English? Do better, son. Goku is black. Let's just...
Yeah, see, just stealing all their culture.
It goes both ways. It goes both ways.
To be fair, I've seen some of you K-pop motherfuckers. Y'all think y'all slick. That fake-ass rap.
Yep.
I'm listening to the word like, what that mean? Hold on, what's going on here? That sounds a little bit too close to the N-word.
Hold on now. They be having dreads and perms.
Yeah.
Wearing dunks.
Yeah.
They are definitely, like, again, it's a cultural appropriation that is appreciated on both ends. We just share, all right?
Yeah. Just sharing ideas and trading off ideas and bonds. You just got to bring something to the table. It's like Thanksgiving dinner. Mm-hmm. What are you appropriating?
Yep.
Here, we're
claiming
culture.
Piccolo, as June just said. Piccolo is a black man, all right?
Yeah.
There's no ends about it. Like, he is a black man. He's also raising someone else's son. It all works out.
I agree.
Celebrate our differences.
I know exactly what song you're singing, and we definitely can't say that on this show. Not even a little bit. I will pull the mics. I'm like, nope, we're not doing that.
Lord have mercy. If Delvin's pulling the mic, you know it's bad.
Somebody said that to me, I want to say like about 6 months ago now. And I laughed so hard, I said, I cannot send this to anybody else ever again. We got to burn this tape. You can't know that I've
gold
seen
coin
this.
Tapes. Burn.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist. Not real.
Yeah.
So Delvin's had a wild up and down kind of ride this last, couple of weeks. Have you played any video games? Have you turned on a console or an arcade cabinet?
Not really, because, I went to the funeral this week of my uncle, and my mom came into town, and she was like, hey, son, I need some place to stay because I'm with your auntie, so I need you to rent me a hotel room.
What?
And, yeah. So she want this fancy hotel room.
This is just like the podcast. Just showing up. I need a hotel.
Up. That's pretty much what she did. Like, hey, I need a hotel.
Her family does that to her. I don't know. Like, she's had uncles and aunts. Everybody's hitting her up for money and stuff. Her mom was like, "What the fuck is going on over there? Tell them no."
Yeah, that's kind of what happened.
She does. She doesn't.
Okay, I want to go to a hotel because she couldn't stay here because full house. And
that's
like,
wild.
Yeah, because
people. I can imagine some family member coming here. I need a hotel.
I
you better
can't
get the phone book.
Just showing up like, hey.
Maps.Google. Do you got Priceline?
Yeah.
I think you need to give William Shatner a call. I don't really calling me over here. Like, I don't
call the negotiator.
I can't help you here.
Yeah. And then she found this picture of me when I was a kid looking like a whole white man. The white baby. Because apparently I was very...
You need to share that with everyone. We all need to see this.
Wow.
As much as you call me white, I need to see this.
Yeah, you won't bring us anything gold coin, but you single-handedly, willingly submitted this into exhibit.
It happened. I can't.
It was a mistake on your part, Delvin. You should not have done that.
I need this.
Right, we're about to find out. Delvin, man, we're about to...
like what happened? I had like beautiful light skin, looking like
goddamn
Drake.
White baby is that?
Looking like Drake. And it's like they just kept me out in the sun. Like, no, you got to get blacker. This is unacceptable. Yeah.
Leave him in the sun for a while. He's a little too light skinned, looking like the beige brigade over here.
Yeah. I just darkened up.
Wow.
How's your week been, Donnie?
He's like, moving on.
It's like on 4 attempts to talk to them about video games, it just all devolved into racism at every turn.
Goddamn right. That's how my week's been.
Here.
That's how my week's been. Racism and sadness. Let's go, baby.
The new ballad.
That's America.
The new hit.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything.
This is going to be a great show.
I'm not doing anything I haven't already talked about. What am I going to do? Tell you that I like Pokemon again? I like Pokemon.
It's a great game.
You know?
Dev,
I don't know.
The Scottie Pippen game you want to purchase.
I don't think it was last week, right? I played Outlaws and like it.
Yeah.
I bought it
last week.
Okay. All right. Well, then
I got nothing else to say. I don't think you talked about it on the podcast.
We didn't talk about it on the show.
We talked about it on the show. It was just in the
Discord. I don't think so. I didn't remember. But yeah, we didn't talk about it on the show. I bought it. I liked it so much I bought it. I'm going to play that game. I don't know when. Don't have time at the moment, but I'm going to play that game. I like that game. It's good.
Pokemon's really good.
Runs really well.
Me and Delvin told you it was a fun game. Like, it was good.
It is good. It's better than I thought, for sure. Yeah. It's like having an Uncharted game on Switch. It's pretty neat.
This is what I said. Yeah. It's like Uncharted. Yeah. It's very much so. Uncharted in Star Wars.
I mean,
it's pretty fun.
I needed the Switch 2-piece, and I needed the Switch 2-piece to be impressive. Like, that's what got me over the line. I needed all of the things to happen, and then I was like, all right. I also needed a deal. I got a good deal on it. Thank you, GameStop's buy 2 get 1 free deal.
It's a good deal.
Deals with Donnie.
I got 3 Switch games for $80.
You know what I hate about that? Because I did the same thing this week, and I was like, let me just get a couple of Christmas gifts already early.
Smart.
And they'll show you the game, let you add the cart,
and then
it says exactly. So why the fuck you showing me the game? I can't buy it.
Their website's real bad. I like that.
Yeah, I hate it.
GameStop
I had it in my cart, and it told me. I mean, yeah, that's true. Like the store, I don't hate, but the website is really bad, and it has always been bad.
It's bad.
Like it's just terrible. And I feel like their business might be in a different place if at some point 20 years ago, instead of continuing to kick down the road, they decided, no, we're going to redo our inventory management system and our website, and it's going to be modern and compete with the best. I actually think their business might be a little bit different today if they'd done that. But they're using the same back-end system that they used when we worked there. I've seen it. Like, it's the same system as of like a year ago. It's the same damn thing. They slap a CSS style sheet on it, right? It's like got new logos and stuff, but it's the same system and built on the same infrastructure, and they just kind of keep kicking the can down the road. I think they're just waiting to die.
So what you're saying is they are the Southwest Airlines.
Correct.
Yes.
Of retail.
That is correct. And it sucks because their stores are good. Like, it's a good business. Good business model, I think. At least it was before, video games went to shit. But Yeah, no, I don't think I have anything else to really. Oh, I played 2K today on Switch. Switch 2
How'd you
was
like
the
it?
other game that I bought.
Did the shorts move?
2K on Switch is great.
Did the shorts move though? Because that's a
I don't know.
prerequisite.
That was D-Life was.
The important part is that the movement feels smooth and fluid, and it does. Like, the game plays great. I was like, yo, I should have got this at launch. Like, this is great. It's very good. I'm liking it a lot.
2K is good.
Yep.
Nice.
So, but yeah, video game wise, I'm not really doing a whole lot. My wife had her birthday this week. We've been busy. I've been busy with other things.
Happy birthday, Melissa.
Doing scary movies, right? Football on Sunday. Just got a lot of stuff.
Your Browns, they're special.
I tried to tell them. I was in the Discord. I called it. I almost called it. I said 30 to 10, and I told them, and I'm being like graceful to give them 10, and it was like 34 to 13. Like, I was off by like
John 32, or was it King Riley? It was one of the two of them.
Probably Riley. I think
it was one of them. It was one of them Canadian boys.
And it's just like, I don't know how to tell you guys. Like, they can't block and they can't catch. Like, they're just real bad.
Yeah.
And they're already doing it right now. They're burning the city down from the inside out, trying to get Shador on the field. And I'm like, guys, it's gonna be the same thing. Because it was the same thing with Flacco, and it's the same thing with Dylan. And I was like, you can keep trotting out 5 and 6 but I'm all listen, I've already told you how things run in Cleveland. I've already told you, so this is not gonna surprise you, but they're saying right now, they're like, we got to see how good he is in the next 5 games before we decided to pick another one. Like, we're already there. Yeah. We're going to go through like 7 quarterbacks in one season. We're going to spend amazing. 2 draft picks on one, sign 2, trade those 2, pick another one, and then trade the draft picks we had before. Like,
and in the end, it's just going to be Deshaun Watson starting at quarterback next year.
He's going to play. He might be our best quarterback right now. Yeah. Honestly, that might be the best thing for them.
Do they know there's other positions you can draft?
No, they do not. Have you seen the graveyard?
They took 2 quarterbacks and 2 running backs, and they're like, they're literally throwing their hands up. And they're like, what do you want us to do? The wide receivers suck. I was like, I don't know, draft one.
Yeah,
quit
like,
taking
we're
taking 8 quarterbacks.
That's what drafts are for. When we don't have players that work, we draft more.
The Browns are just what a fun, like, trash reality TV show. They're just what a train wreck. It's like it's hard to watch them. Like, somehow they up the ante like every week. Like, it just gets worse.
While the Niners do have a graveyard in infirmary, at least it's because our players just get hurt. It's not because we just draft the same thing over and over again. Our players are just hurt all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I've said it a bunch. They don't have. I don't know what it is. It's like I don't know. I would love to have. How many
managers have you guys gone through in the last like 5-7 years? Is it just the same
2?
one doing the same
2.
shit? 2?
Last 7 years, the same gym.
Okay, so then this is just par for the course, and they just refuse to course correct and say, "Look, let's try something different."
And that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants everybody fired right now. That's what everybody's begging for. And I think the owner is the one that saddled them with Watson.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he feels bad because it was such a train wreck that I think he's trying to like let them try and recover. Like, you know, it hurts. Watson it doesn't help. QB. It doesn't help that they have $100 million in dead cap space. Like, they're playing with an arm and a leg tied behind their back. You know, they're basically playing with half the salary. They have like half the salary, and that's what they're fielding, is a team that costs half as much as everyone else's team. That's basically what's happening. Now, that doesn't mean they don't have talent. They do, but not on offense. On offense, it's real bad. You can't block and they can't catch. I don't know what else to tell people. Defense is great, but the defense is only good until they realize there's no hope left, and then they quit.
How did they get Myles Garrett to buy back in this year? Because he was like trying to get out.
No, he was begging for it. Well,
right.
So like that just comes down to leverage. They had Myles under contract for another 2 seasons, but he wanted a raise. The Browns were like, yeah, we'll give you a raise. We'll give you an extension. He's like, no, I want a raise, and then I want you to trade me. And they're like, we're not doing that. So they're like, you can either be unhappy here for 2 more years and then go be a free agent. This is prime. I think he just turned 30. Mm-hmm. And it's like, or you can let us give you a giant bag of money. Because I think he's the highest paid player in the league. Like he's up there.
So he
like,
said, just give me the giant bag of money and I'll
he took the bag. I don't feel bad for him. I feel bad that
I don't feel bad for him either.
He took a bag of money.
I don't feel bad for him, but he's getting paid.
I don't feel bad.
I feel bad for the fans.
Why'd you buy back in? You were so mad.
The people to be sad for are the fans, but they're part of the problem.
I can't be sad for the fans because y'all keep coming back. I have no empathy for anybody who keeps coming back to the abusive relationship that is
you like getting
Cleveland
hurt.
Browns.
I don't think it's a masochist thing. I think there is
you like hit me harder, hurt me, daddy.
It's easy to say that, but I think there's a communal bond with the Browns fandom that I think
misery loves company.
Yeah, you like me and toxic women. I see a toxic woman and I go right towards her.
I don't think that's.
Are you single? No, I don't care.
I think they genuinely love football. Like, it is Ohio and Ohio State and stuff. Like, it's a rabid fan base.
See, the problem is y'all need a team that plays football.
Well, see, that's the thing is that they're Browns fans. There are a lot of Browns fans that are fans like in spite of the Browns.
Yes.
My
like father was one of them.
It's like they all kind of realize that like the Browns are not worthy of their fandom.
I agree.
Right?
That I agree with.
But they're
not
Browns,
worthy of their fandom.
So they're committed and like they're loyal. So like they just kind of keep wording for the best, even though they realize it's just a disaster.
Yeah, so, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh well. Sometimes,
no. Yeah. Oh no. Anyways.
Sometimes you gotta be like me. You look at your team like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't watch football anymore.
The funny thing is, I think this year I'm watching the Browns way more than I have in years past.
Well, that's good. At least you get some enjoyment from it,
and not just the Browns. Like I have generally returned.
Football more.
I'm watching the NFL a lot more than I think I ever have. I think all the shit that's gone on with college for the last, half decade has really turned me off from the game.
Yeah,
like I really just don't. It's not the college football I grew up with. It's all kinds of nonsense and crazy, and it's constant. It doesn't seem like it's going to stop. It may even get worse. They're talking about allowing players and coaches to bet now. What? And bringing betting, like it's just a sleaze fest. Like I really just don't like it, and I hate saying that because I love college football, but like I just don't like where it's going to be. If all we're going to do is talk about how much the players get paid and all that, then I'll watch the pros.
Right.
like that's
what's the point?
Like let's watch. At least they have a salary cap and it's fair, and everyone plays by the same rules. It's not that way in college. In college, Brian Kelly just got fired.
He did. And that's crazy. And
they paid him $50 million to go away.
That's what's crazy to me. It's like the fact that you can afford to pay him to go away and still afford to pay another coach to take over. Like, how do you have that much money?
That's college football. That's how the revenue is, and that's why everything's out of whack and nonsensical.
Pay me to go away.
Yeah.
I mean, they do that all the time. Did it happen to the Penn State coach too?
Yep. That's because they get in these bidding wars with the other colleges, the other boosters, and to get the coach they want at the time, they got to give him a 10-year guaranteed deal, or he won't go. They need to stop doing that, right?
10 years.
I wish somebody would pay me $54 million to just go away. Pay me $54,000 to go away.
$54 to go away.
Yeah.
I'm an expert at going away. It's my favorite thing to do, is to go away.
All these college coaches getting the Mike Brown deal. Go away. We'll keep paying you. Go coach somewhere else.
Mike Brown's just getting checks. That dude's got like 9 checks first of the month, man. He's just half the league's paying him.
I respect it. My man's a bag getter.
Basically.
He goes to a team, fucks it up.
He's definitely not a bucket getter. Huh? His fucking teams suck.
Hey. He gets the job done.
Does he? He's never got the job done. That's never
gets the job done.
See, you're thinking about the wrong job. You're thinking about a winning team.
This is correct.
He's thinking about getting another bag.
Oh, well, then.
How can I fuck this up just enough so I can stay out the
I used to like Mike Brown. And generally, I do. I think he's a good basketball coach, but like his teams are pretty evident. Like he teaches a lot of defense, terrible on offense, and his defensive philosophy never covers the corner 3. It's been like the Achilles heel to every one of his teams as long as I've ever watched.
He has a winning record in most places. He just doesn't do anything in the playoffs.
He's not a bad coach.
The playoffs come and he just can't quite.
He's not a good coach. He doesn't beat better coaches.
He's a coach, just a coach. Like put him on the field.
He's like the Andy Dalton coaches.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
He just gets it done. He's there. It happens. It's nothing great. Yeah. It's nothing
He's
bad.
Never the worst.
It's just there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He's the substitute teacher of coaches.
Correct.
Yeah.
You don't have a coach.
You need a holdover period.
Yeah.
Get Mike Brown.
You didn't get the guy you wanted this offseason? Let's give Mike a call.
Give him a call.
He'll do this shit for a year.
Yeah.
Until we can get the guy we really want.
Yeah, we'll pay him a little bit. He'll go away. We'll keep paying him, man, like every other team in the league.
Yeah.
But,
madness.
I respect it. Get your bag, Mike Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get your bags. Multiples. God.
How's your week been, Dev?
My week has been. I'm tired as all hell. I don't think that's any different than any other week, but work has been work. It's just a lot going on. I have been spending a good amount of time just playing Yote because I need that in my life right now. I need that kind of escape. So I think I'm 60 hours into Yote and finally got to chapter 2. I had no idea there was a chapter 2. I was shocked when that happened.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I actually have to kill people to get further in this game?
There's a chapter 2. I've played for 60 hours and there's still like that much more. So yeah, I think I've only killed 3 of the Yote 6. There was a really good plot twist. I came across the stuff with a little tribute to Jin, which is awesome. What they do for him is really cool. It is. Again, I know you don't like Jin's character, but what he means to the game and what it means for what's happening is great. It's a really, really good tribute.
He's a legend in that world.
Yeah. I mean, you got to realize, you may not like him, but he did defend the entire Tsushima against the Mongols, basically. So, there's some legendary status. So, what they did for him is great, which makes me just want to go back and play Tsushima again after I'm done with Yote. But I am having a fucking blast. That's great. All the weapons. And the cool thing about this one, where you had all the stances, like I almost never cared about. There's 3 chapters? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Didn't expect that.
You said they're faster.
Yeah.
I mean, they could be. Probably not the way I play. Be in this game for 150 hours.
Play this game like I played Breath of the Wild.
It's nice hearing you happy about a video game. It's been like
nice hearing
years.
you happy in general.
Yeah.
Sometimes you come in here miserable as fuck.
Damn straight.
Like, is this motherfucker ever happy?
No.
Does he ever see joy?
No.
Only when I have a ninja game. That's when the joy happens.
We just need to get the Asian community together to just give damn ninja games.
I love Shinobi.
I think they got the memo. We had like 40,000 of them this year.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's like every
2
game.
Ninja Gaiden games.
Yeah, I loved Assassin's Creed. I had a really good time with that. I love Shinobi. I'm happy. I'm good.
Yeah.
This is the year of dreams for me.
Yeah, clearly.
But yeah, like I was saying with the stances, like I never changed stances, but the fact that instead of stances, they changed it to multiple different weapons, I absolutely love that because there's this cat and mouse game, this like a rock, paper, scissors game with the weapons that make it so it doesn't feel repetitive at all. Like you're constantly switching weapons. Every area has a different type of fighter. Like you have certain fighters that have certain weapons, certain different skills, and it does change. So it actually makes it a lot more fun to just pick up all these weapons and cycle through. And I finally got the pistol, and that's cheating. Like it's literally like the Indiana Jones fight where he's got the gun and they got the whip. You just walk up and just blast somebody. They're just dead. It's hilarious. It is hilarious. You just walk in and just shoot somebody and then run over to somebody else and slice off their head. And then your wolf comes out of nowhere. It's just.
So it's just a regular pistol?
It's just like a little little pistol. Yeah. So you have like the long gun and then you have just like a handgun. And the handgun, because it fires so fast too, it's cheating. It is.
That almost seems unfair in that universe.
It is completely unfair. Yeah, it definitely felt like I was cheating when I got that last night. Because I was like, oh, this is just like a quick fire, just like one shot, and it's just murdering people. Oh, this is not fair at all. So I feel even more overpowered.
I imagine if you were Jin, he would like whine for like 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, he would be like, this is
for shooting someone with a gun.
This is blasphemy.
Never mind chopping off a motherfucker's head.
Gun? Then again, after he becomes the shinobi, he might not care. He might be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm down, let's go. Because that's really what happens. He just becomes the ninja. He's like, well, this honor stuff is for the birds.
That's the only thing he was about.
Just murder them however you have to. They're the bad guys. Kill them.
Just cutting off a guy's head. What honor? Just fuck it. Just kill him.
Yeah, basically.
Who gives a fuck?
At this point. So yeah, I've got all my loadouts. I got my drip looking real nice. So I'm looking good, because if you look good, you kill good. And if you kill good, they pay good. So it's all good. I'm having a great time. It's a blast. I'll be playing this game for as long as I possibly can. And then I'll play Ghost of Tsushima afterwards to just continue the ninja thing. I may finish Shinobi before, but I'm very, very happy. So yeah, good times. So guess we can get into all the Xbox news, because this is an Xbox show for all of you Xbox. Because everything is an Xbox.
It definitely is this week. PSVG 210, Halo for Everyone. Halo Campaign Remastered was announced this past week since our last show. The new demo debuted at the Halo World Championship. Microsoft revealed Halo Campaign Evolved, described as a faithful yet modernized remake of Halo Combat Evolved, campaign only, coming to PC, Xbox, and of course, the PlayStation 5 next year. No. Xbox claims it's rebuilt from the ground up on UE5 and will include high-definition visuals, refined controls, 2-player split-screen co-op on console, 4-player online co-op online, and it will have 3 new missions and an expanded arsenal of weapons. So they're even adding to the original game. Halo's community manager, Brian Gerard, appeared on the announcement stream wearing a PlayStation shirt. Says, I know the Halo community is super excited to welcome their friends. He knows that. He knows the Halo community is super excited to welcome in PlayStation players.
No, they're not. They're like, fuck niggas.
Has he talked to these people? What Halo community has he talked to?
I've seen it.
It's just going to mean more Halo for everyone.
Does it?
Which is kind of a tagline right now that they're running with. And he said, this really is a new era. Importantly, Halo is on PlayStation going forward, starting with Halo Campaign Evolved.
Bro,
they ain't making no more Halos. Halo Infinite was the last Halo. This is just a remake of this. They ain't doing no more Halos.
This is why I use the Paris screenshot of no, Xbox is not going third party. No. It's like, and I don't know any other way to tell you.
Somebody should have asked, does this mean Uncharted's coming to Xbox?
No, it definitely doesn't.
Well, yes, because it'll be on Steam. And if it's on Steam, it's on Xbox.
So we got more stuff to talk about, but the other stuff to talk about is what we've talked about for 3 years, the Xbox business. So let's just put a plug in this for a minute. Let's just talk about Halo. Did you guys see this? Did you watch the trailer? Do you care?
I don't give a fuck about this no more. Xbox is over.
When I saw it, I posted it everywhere in our Discord because I found this shit to be hilarious, and I was hoping I'd piss off the Xbox.
But we knew this was happening. Like, this wasn't. This is like the worst kept secret.
We knew, but apparently the global community had no idea. Which is again, it blew Donnie's mind. Donnie was like, "How this is?" The worst
I felt like I was being gaslit or something. I was like, surely, because like on Blue Sky, some of the VGC is it Andy? I don't remember his name. The guy that writes for VGC. He had like this big long tweet. I retweeted it. You can go find it if you want. Like I quote tweeted him. He's just like
didn't tweet it.
Whatever that's called. He was just like, my wife hates it when I want to share a TikTok, like with my followers, I tell her to retweet the TikTok. She's like, That's not what I'm like. Listen, that's what it's called. All right, everybody. That's what it's called.
It's not even called Twitter anymore. So how's it a retweet?
Collectively just move beyond. That's what that icon means. Like, but anyway, he was just like, I know we've talked about it, and I know they had Forza, but I still can't believe this. I'm like, where the fuck have you all been?
Had Gears this year,
right? A couple months ago.
yeah, I was shocked. We had folks in our Discord, we had folks online, and I was shocked because it's like our podcast, like half of our podcast for 3 years, I feel like has just been me screaming this.
Yeah, when they said only 4 games, Donnie was like, "Yeah, you're gonna find out that these 4 games makes more money and start putting all the games there." Like that was.
I'll never forget that day, because that day I don't think I've ever felt. There are a few times in our history of doing this where I feel like I'm really on the outs and like in a marginalized, like take, like a real hot take that puts me out there on an island. Honestly, the first one was Mario Odyssey, which in hindsight doesn't seem all that bad. Like I took a lot of heat for Odyssey, but I was just like, it's very good, but not amazing. Like that was like, it wasn't even a hot take. I was like, I really like it. It's great, but not a 10, right? That was like the only opinion.
Yeah.
That 4 games opinion, I felt like on an island, like in the middle of the ocean. Like I was screaming from the rooftops, like this is a huge deal. And it felt like the whole 2 weeks around that was like a giant machine of, it's just 4 games. It's not that. It's just grounded. I was like, what are you people not seeing? Like, what is not happening? Like, why isn't this gear kicking in right now? Like, why am I the only one?
I feel like we were the only podcast saying this wasn't just going to be 4 games.
Yeah, we knew. We were like, yeah.
I thought it was clear as
this is just, it is.
It is.
I feel like people just refuse to acknowledge the truth. Like
that's what last week was when they saw Halo. Like that's what I realized is it took Sing.
Mm-hmm. That's what I told you. I said it has to happen.
That's the shift that I saw. I've seen it all week long. Digital Foundry. They were like, so I guess Xbox is going third party. And they actually said it. This looks like Xbox is leaving the console. I'm like, I've been here the whole time.
Like this isn't news. This isn't new. It's so clear as day. How do y'all not see this?
Yeah, it took, like, I was in awe of how much surprise. Because here's the other part. Delvin, you're right. And I don't want to give myself like a victory lap here, because that doesn't matter. Sometimes you just get a prediction right, whatever.
But sometimes you deserve a victory lap. You were 100% accurate. People, every podcast I've seen outside of us pretty much was saying, now this is just these 4 games.
No, that I agree with you. Yeah, like I'm not talking about one podcast. I'm talking
and they
about
stood on business with that shit.
On business. Like,
they're like, this isn't a big deal. You guys are overreacting. This is not a thing. Yeah, exactly. I remember that.
Yeah. So I felt really like crazy that and I think I even asked, I was like, do I sound crazy to you? Because I felt like I was alone.
You don't ever sound crazy to us because we're typically all on the same page when it comes to all of this stuff. And it seems crazy to us that everybody else doesn't kind of see that. And that's why I told you, like, it takes it happening for people to really acknowledge that this is the thing. Even though it's like, we don't.
Yours didn't matter. Yeah. But Halo's too far.
Yeah.
And listen, what we were saying was ahead of like the shift of what Xbox was doing. I think we saw that. Mm-hmm. But even beyond that, Delvin, we all knew that at the Halo World Championship, they were going to show the next Halo game on PlayStation 5. We've known that for like 8 weeks. It's been reported on. It's been in rumor. We've shared it. And I understand not everybody follows all these sources, but it's not like it's on some back forum 4chan reset era. Like legit outlets have been reporting on this for weeks. Mm-hmm. Dev posted about it the morning we woke up. That morning it was like Halo's getting announced for PlayStation today. And then it happened and everybody was like, I can't believe they've done that. I was like, what the fuck?
So all I can say is the same way you didn't know Verzuz was a thing, all of these people must have not seen any of this. Like that's the only thing that I can think of.
That must be it. Because the way, like, I was taking a nap when this news rolled out, and I didn't even think it was worth waking up to look at. I was like, yeah, of course, Halo.
Yeah, we knew this. This is a known commodity.
Yeah, like that's literally it just passed by me so indifferently to then open my phone and see the internet in shambles over this news. Like, I mean, I have felt so disconnected from the core Xbox fan my entire fandom. Like that's never been something. Like I've never really counted myself amongst like the diehard Xbox fans. And I love Xbox, always have, but it's just I've never been like the Halo guy.
Right.
Like this disconnection has always been there. Like I felt like the Xbox that I like is a more niche Xbox, and I felt the same way about this. Like I was in awe that people were shocked. I don't know. I don't know any better way to put it. Like I just, that really took me. I think the game, I want to say it looks good. I do think it looks, but it does look like Unreal Engine. Like Unreal Engine UE5 has a look to it.
Yeah.
And they all look the same.
It's very same.
I don't know what it is. It's like it's the font. Like the assets are different.
It's all Times New Roman.
But it looks the same. Yeah, it all looks the same. And this is not a new thing that I'm bringing up about Halo. If you're a listener, I've brought this up for every one of these Dark Souls game. Like there's just a lot of games that kind of have this similar look. And I never thought that I would have cared about this. Like when everybody started moving to UE5, I was like, this should be great. It should get more optimized, more shared assets, more shared development. Games should be better. Like I really thought that was a good improvement, but now here we are on the cusp of a new console generation, 5 years into this. And I'm like, man, I feel like I miss other engines being used because like the UE stuff just has a samey vibe.
Yeah. Everybody's making the same look, the same kind of game, the same. It just, it definitely.
Yeah, like and even stylistically, they're different, but you can tell.
Yeah.
That they're similar.
Like if you were to tell me that this new Halo game was Forspoken, I'd be like, yeah.
See, yeah, it is that. It's like there's a bunch of these games, and they all kind of they don't blend together. They're different, I know, but they just look similar. It's almost like everything's being made in dreams or something. It's like they're all fishing out of the same pot, and it's a little samey.
I guess if you walk outside, everything kind of looks the same, right?
I mean, I'm not a person to ask about what I think about Halo. I mean, I think this looks like Halo, the same Halo campaign that they've remastered and reported and remastered and remastered. This is their last
Halo for the third.
We're getting it's so much of this. Like how much? I think on Board of Video Games, Josh said something like, they've evolved Halo. Like Halo was evolved like 8 times, or like it just keeps evolving. Like the evolution of Halo is just combat evolved over and over again. So like
campaign evolved.
Just like I felt about the Gears thing, I feel the same way about this.
At least E-Day looks cool. Like that looks like
no, not that. I meant Gears, like the remaster.
Oh,
like I didn't play that and wasn't interested because I just recently played Gears and I've played that up. I don't know, 100 times, not 100 times. I've probably beat Gears 10 times. It's like I don't want to buy that and play that again. I am the same way with Halo. If I wanted to play Halo, I'm perfectly happy to boot up the Halo Master Chief Collection and play Halo. It plays and looks great there.
Yeah.
I've never been like, if only this looked better. Like, honestly, I really could care less about the visuals in a Halo game, to be honest with you.
I thought Craig was almost being unnoticeable. Like because if it feels like the same way that it felt before, the visuals almost don't even matter because you're not even going to notice them because it's going to be like, this is what it looked like. This is what I remember. Because you're so used to playing modern games that look like this, the visual up-res, you're only going to notice if you put it with the side-by-side of what it looked like before. That's the only way you really even tell the difference. Because it's still Halo. It still looks and moves like an old game. I guess they've also added a sprint.
The movement, I actually thought, now obviously I wasn't playing it, so I can't say what it feels, but like in watching the trailer, I was like, that feels a little stiff for a Halo game. Like the way it looked like it was moving, I didn't get the vibe that it looked like it felt like Halo. And I was wondering, from hands-on. But again, I'm not the Halo guy, so I don't know if my opinion in that arena matters.
To me, it looked like Halo, like the stiff kind of floaty movement. Like that's what it looked like to me.
But
how's Sean taking this news? Is he okay?
I don't think Sean cares about games coming to PlayStation.
I'm just curious because I know he's a big Halo guy. So I'm like, and he hates PlayStation because apparently it doesn't work well for him.
I think Sean doesn't care about the game's exclusivity as much as he cares about. Sean really likes his Xbox.
Yes.
He just likes the Xbox. Mm-hmm. He likes the system. He likes the navigation. He likes the control. He just likes it. And I think he thinks it's good. I think he thinks it's better. And I think he wishes other people saw that. And in some cases, he and I share a lot of agreement there. Mm-hmm. I think the Series X is a pretty, like, it has a very elegant utilitarian design. Like, it does a lot in what it's packing into like a smaller footprint. Is pretty awesome. I also think like hardware innovations, like me and Sean, we wax poetic about like consoles used to come with HDMI imports. You could plug other shit into it. Like
did?
The Xbox One did that.
One did, not May.
A decade of them did. So the One did, the One S did, the One X did, right?
So the Xbox came with the HDMI import, not console.
It's awesome, but it's still a really awesome thing to have. It's a really cool, cheap addition that was just there that we just gave up on. The other one would be like the Xbox, again with the One and the Kinect, like the picture-in-picture, like the snap that, the ability to snap things into different corners of the windows. That's kind of like all the rage right now with like video content, like Amazon and YouTube TV, and like that's all they're trying to do is picture-in-picture and multi-screen. Like Xbox was doing that 10 years ago and nobody wanted it.
It's just a PC. Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
I think that the reality with that is people just want a console to play video games. Like that's the 90%.
100%.
The 14% use
I'm
that,
just saying
that
this
thing.
in defense of Sean. I don't think Sean, because here's what I'll tell you. On Sweet Hanks, we waxed poetic about Xbox over the years because he and I both love Xbox. And I think if I give him credit, I think it was a year or two ago, I think Sean was like, I don't care. Like, I think he was like, just make everything a 1-year exclusive and then it goes to everything else. I don't think, because I think with Sean, he's at his core, it's really PC. Yeah. I don't think he cares if other consoles get the games. I really don't.
Yeah, he's definitely. I'm surprised he hasn't just leaned all the way into PC because that's where he came from. And Xbox, all Xbox was them trying to port the PC DirectX engine into the console space to be in the living room.
Yep. And Sadia talked about that. We talk about that here in a minute. But yeah. So I don't think he cares about this. I think the common ground is that he and I both realize that to have a proliferating console market, the model for that to be successful requires a steady stream of good exclusives. Yeah. And that is where we both agree. Like, I don't think he cares that PlayStation folks can play Halo, but I do think he wishes Xbox did a lot more for their console.
And that's more or less what I was asking about. How is Sean taking this? Because it again is just like the slow death.
It's over. Like it's been over for some time. It's done. Like, I don't know how to tell you. Like, yeah, they're going to have a PC. Maybe they're going to try to call it a console, whatever. But if you're putting Halo on everything else, then you're not.
If you're putting Halo on everything else and you're putting Steam on your Xbox, what's the point?
Yeah.
What's the point?
They're exiting the console market. And that doesn't mean that they don't have any other product for you to buy. They will, but they're not a platform provider, and they're not in that role anymore. And that role's different. It comes with different expectations. They're leaving that role. They're like, nah, son, we're going to make money off of everything we sell.
Yeah. What's crazy is that you're going to have people whose first experience of Halo is going to be on PlayStation. And that's just funny to me.
So here's where maybe instead of me trying to act like I know what's going to happen, here's where I'd like to say I don't. I really don't know what's about to happen, but I'm curious. As a person who's not into Halo, I'm curious how this goes. Because we saw what happened with Gears. Mm-hmm. Gears Remaster came out, basically just kind of came and went. Did not seem like did much anything. What's the chances that happens to Halo?
75 to 80%, I think that
I was going to say the same thing. I'm starting to feel like all the people who want to play at least this Halo have already played it. Like there's other places you can play it. Like even PlayStation fans, they really want to play Halo. They could have found ways to play Halo.
Because I would have thought Gears would have been huge.
I think a new Gears probably would be bigger.
The new Gears
would be bigger.
Huge.
I think a new one. I think both would. I still thought Gears 1 would have sold well, like really well.
I thought
it would have sold well.
So. In retrospect, I think it's the same thing with Gears. I think the people who want to play Gears have already played Gears.
Yeah, I don't think it was this. It was monumental in the fact that it is now this one pillar of Xbox that's on PlayStation. But the reality is the majority of people who have wanted to play this game already played it. So there's not this rush or dying to get this game. I don't need to go out and buy this day one. I can wait. Like Gears is old. It's not a new commodity. It's not a new experience.
I'm surprised it didn't come with like a battle royale mode or a different game or something. I'm surprised they didn't try to do something live service multiplayer with it instead at first, and that they went to this. I'm not surprised that they did this, because this is essentially 343 Halo Studios now, I think is what they're called. This is them transitioning to Unreal Engine. So like this is their test patient. They're working out the kinks with this one. But still, I think what you've both just said, and just to echo it, I would have showed up with something new, so it wasn't just like, here's this 20-year-old game you've probably already played.
It probably should have been Infinite.
That's a good point.
It probably should have been Infinite. Now that I think about it, like, hey, we're just
the multiplayer's there.
Yeah.
So I would have done the Master Chief Collection, but I think they have plans to remaster the Master Chief Collection, I guess. Because listen, here's the part that I really don't think the Xbox personalities that get shared around, I don't think they've really come to grips with this. The Xbox is making games for PlayStation now.
Yeah.
Like these projects, these are just projects that they're making for PlayStation.
Let me
they're not making them for Xbox fans. They're not making them currently. They're not making them for Switch customers. They're already on PC, so they're not making them for Steam customers. Like they are literally putting games into their pipeline with the sole, like, real financial ability to just sell to PlayStation console players. Like that's basically what they're doing right now.
Let me ask a silly question.
Which makes it even weirder that they have, like, what's the next game that's the Forza is skipping PlayStation at start. Like, again, it doesn't make any
Well, they're trying
sense.
to capture all the Xbox players they lost to PlayStation. Like, here, buy our game here too, because we know you were an Xbox.
Again, why do Halo but not Forza 5?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or 6 or whatever the next Forza is.
Has there ever been a situation like this in gaming, where a company that was originally first party just takes their whole console and everything, just make it completely, make it third party, everything?
Sonic on GameCube.
Those are a company, not just one game.
Sega. All of Sonic, yeah.
Yeah.
They just stopped with the Saturn and just moved everything to PlayStation. Like
Dreamcast.
Sonic showing up on GameCube was a big deal.
That was a big deal.
Yeah, that was a massive deal.
Probably a bigger deal than Halo and stuff.
Yeah, when Dreamcast died and they went third party and put their games everywhere. Like, Sonic
no, but I would say, but no, this is the thing.
Crazy.
Xbox is not dead yet. They're still releasing consoles. That's the difference. That's what I'm trying to say.
Are they?
And this is where you start splitting hairs, like in the arguments with our Xbox folks. Like, yeah, they are making a console, but that doesn't mean that they are proliferating a platform and adhering to a model.
That's
so like they're making a box, but they're not intending that box to return on investment, and they're not trying to grow that base.
They're not even really making a box so much as putting an Xbox logo.
I know that.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm trying to explain it to Delvin because
but that part's understandable. But Sega just stopped making consoles. They're like, we don't make no boxes, nothing like that. Xbox, like, now they're kind of half-hearted, like, yeah, we still have a console for you.
Well, I mean,
I think that's because
look at the Dreamcast. It's the same thing. Like, Sega really died with the Saturn, but then it put out the Dreamcast. This is the same thing.
And
Xbox
the Dreamcast
died with the One.
That's spot on.
Oh man!
Well, here's the thing. Here's the part that people in the console wearing part of this conversation, people don't want to like acknowledge or act like it matters, but it does. Xbox has an install base somewhere between 10 and 35 million people.
And that's a lot.
That's a lot. Like that's worth making something for them to buy.
It's all in America.
It probably is.
Yeah,
but
still a lot.
But that's right. Like Steam Deck would kill to sell 25 million Steam Decks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Valve would kill for that. They would love to do that. And Xbox has that business. The question is, can they get the people to migrate to where they're trying to go?
Right.
This is why in our conversation, our long conversations on our Discord about this is why I keep coming back to the game library being native is a must. I don't think this works without it. It works, but you're going to lose. I think you're going to lose a lot of whatever you have if your games don't work on whatever this next thing is. Like your games need to work.
Yeah.
Like not, I won't say all because I don't think it's going to be all, but here's what I will tell you. Xbox needs to do the work to make back compat possible on the next Xbox. And then they need to make all of the games that they own compatible. And then allow third parties to opt in or opt out. They can't control third parties. But their own games, if they don't work, I think that's a deal breaker for a lot of people.
I think that's a collateral damage that I don't think they care about.
They should.
Yeah. We'll see.
Why? The reality is we're just moving to PC and trying to put Xbox wherever you want to be.
Again,
I don't know if they care about the old law.
Because they have 20 to 30 million people they're hoping to sell to. Otherwise, they wouldn't make a console. They're making a console because they're hoping to sell some.
Yeah, and I think because the fact that it's this new premium exclusive thing, I think they're like, we're not going to sell 30 million of these. We're going to sell 5 to 10 maybe.
Yeah, but if you've been an Xbox fan for 10 years and you've bought all the consoles, you have a history, and then suddenly on this thing your games don't work, I think that'll be a problem. Yeah, not for everybody, but I think it's going to be a problem.
I think it's such a small portion of people that really look at that. And I mean, we've seen it with all the back competitors. I don't think that's a small portion.
That's everything.
Yeah.
Everything we do, like this conversation we just had about how we knew about Halo and nobody else did and everything. Like, I get that. But here's the point. The point is, and we've learned this. We learned this with the used game thing and the Xbox thing and the price thing. Like you learned this over and over again. Even if it only impacts, even if only 5% of people care, usually those 5% of people are the people talking about all of this. It's the people writing the articles. It's the people doing the tweets, the people making the videos. And that matters. Because if it didn't matter, how the hell has Xbox lost 80% of its install base in a decade? It matters. Like public reception.
The games people wanted to play.
But they made games, man. Like it's not just that.
I get that.
It's not just that. It's their
It's
their public, it's their persona, their image. Their image is tarnished.
Yeah, I don't think there's any coming back from that. I honestly do not think that it's a big enough piece of the pie for it to matter. I think it's gone. I don't think the backwards compatibility is going to move the needle
might be right.
enough.
You might be right. I think if, like, just like you're seeing right now with the Xbox ROG Ally, I watched all those videos. You watched none of them. Mm-hmm. When you do watch them, even the most glowing are very quick to point out it doesn't play all of your Xbox. It's like the first thing everyone addresses, like, it doesn't play your Xbox games. If they come out with a console, and I'm putting in air quotes, that they're selling, and it's $1,000 and it doesn't play Fable or Halo 2 or Gears 3, it's not going to help them sell them. I'll just leave it at that. It's not going to help them sell. It's not going to be a good thing.
I don't disagree with that.
Maybe they don't care, but it won't go well.
How is that any different than what's happening now, though? That's just it.
It's not that it's different. It's that they're trying to migrate to a whole different way of doing this. Mm-hmm. And I think a way to make that very easy for people to adopt and a very easy sell to, like, let's get the momentum turned around, is to be like, they said we couldn't do it, but we did. All of your 360 games are now playable in PC today. That would be such a big jolt in the arm to be like, all right, now consider buying this thing.
I guess I just don't think that there's a single person on Xbox or in Microsoft that gives a shit. They're worried about competing with TikTok. I don't think that this is a big enough draw for them to worry about. They're like, no, we're really just trying to get it everywhere, and we'll take whoever comes in, and we'll continue to push this cloud-based initiative, things of that nature. We'll have the console for you diehards that really say you want one, and if we sell some, great. But that's not the business model that we actually
It really
about.
isn't. And I think that's the part that Xbox fans really need to come to grips with, is that it's not the business model. Their business model now is selling copies of games to people on Steam and PlayStation. That's the business.
Yeah,
that's
the
core.
back library doesn't make the money. Listen, even buying the console doesn't make the money.
Here's the part they don't want to hear. It's not even about Game Pass anymore. That's done.
Yeah,
it's about selling copies of games. That's the business. That's the core of their business. They have other businesses outside, but their core of their business it's Activision.
Yeah.
Just take the name off the front of the building. Just think of them like Activision, and everything makes sense.
1000%.
That's exactly.
And as far as Halo is concerned, I think it would be bigger if multiplayer was coming to PlayStation. I think you'd see a larger group, but the fact that it's just the campaign without the multiplayer, it's gonna come and go just like yours did.
It neuters the novelty of the console war part. And like you would imagine that we could have like some really fun trash talk. Oh shit, you PlayStation guys think you're about to get owned. You've never played Halo, right?
Stomp some noobs.
It would and I think where Delvin was going, he was saying like they should have put Infinite maybe on PlayStation first instead of this remaster. I was thinking the Master Chief Collection. I think any of those things would have maybe done a little bit more. Like we're about to get more, like there's even more business talk. We've just been talking about this for 30 minutes, but we're going to get more into the business stuff that they're doing and their strive to make more money. Like I've been kind of bracing for this since Gears. Like what if Halo doesn't sell well? That sounds dire. Because like the big thing right now is that Halo was great, and the only reason it didn't take off is because they didn't have a platform big enough for Halo. And if they go third party and they put Halo and Halo still doesn't do well,
it has to be a new Halo. Like this isn't.
I'm not saying we could write that off of this game.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not saying we can write that story.
It's just a really old Halo, and I don't.
But like, what if this one only sells? What if it sells 2 million copies?
That's not out of the realm of possibility. Because I
think that's really low.
But I think it's real. I think it's very realistic. You think the game was just remastered with the Master Chief Collection, so you have a lot of people who already have this in some place. Yeah. We're missing the multiplayer, which kind of like Call of Duty. You have a lot of people who jump into Halo because they want to play the multiplayer.
There is some multiplayer. It's not Verzuz.
It's the, this is what people want to do. They want to go out there and click heads. They want to talk to trash. They want to stomp some noobs.
Yeah, I get it.
Yep.
You're taking out such a large chunk of what made Halo great to just play the 10-hour campaign, which I've already played possibly 5 times.
I don't even like Halo.
Different iterations.
This campaign 3 times. I don't even like Halo.
I don't think that there's this huge incentive to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go buy Halo on PlayStation. Like we've already played it. We've been here. Okay, it looks better. Even the PC market, I'm like, I don't know how many people are really gonna be like, yeah, I gotta buy the new campaign, especially if it's $70.
Jack's a Halo guy. I showed it to him. He loves Halo. His response to me was, "Halo's dead."
Legit.
That might be accurate.
That's all he said to me. That was his only response. We didn't go into further. Like he just kept doing the dishes. He looked at me and was like, "Halo's dead now." Not because of this. Like he just thinks Halo is just generally a dead franchise to him.
The funny thing is, like, he's probably thinking about the multiplayer. He probably he don't even care about the campaign.
Exactly.
I asked. That was the first thing he asked. He was, "Does it have multiplayer?" Because I said it's campaign evolved. He goes, "Does it have multiplayer?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Halo's dead."
Exactly. So you're looking at the new generation who's looking for this stuff to play with their friends, and they can play the campaign, but I want to play the multiplayer. So I don't see this selling what they're thinking it may sell. I think it's going to be maybe worse than Gears, just because this one has had a remaster so recently.
It might be.
I hope that's not the case. I don't think it is, because I generally think Halo is just a bigger property. But we'll see. We don't have that long to wait.
I think the problem is the biggest thing that people like about Halo is the multiplayer, and that's not here.
I gotta think even mode. So there used to be 100 million 360s. There used to be at least 60 million Xbox Ones. There's only like 25, 35 million Xbox Series. So I have to think there's 10 or 15 million previous Xbox owners that are now PlayStation owners, and perhaps they would at least want to add it to their library on their new console. They don't have it anymore, right? Like
at a discount.
Of course. I'm not saying they're going to sell it day one. I'm just saying I think it's going to do better than Gears. But I'm worried because I don't even like Halo, but like I want Halo to do well. Like I think Halo is an important part of video game history. You know, it's like I like video games when Halo is doing well. You know, like video games is more fun when Halo is a thing.
I agree, but I think it needs to be a new Halo. It cannot be just the same rehashed Halo.
I thought that they would pair this either with or use it as a platform to announce a battle royale. I keep going back to this. I keep saying that they need to do Halo battle. They need to do Halo Warzone. Like that's what they need to do. I don't know why they won't do it. I've been saying it since before Infinite. I've been saying this for like a decade, like since Fortnite exploded. I have no idea why. It's like there's this Halo purists that think that that's like beneath Halo. And it's like, I don't care what y'all think because this game is not growing. It's not success. Like you can't be making a game for them because you've been doing that and it's going nowhere.
I think because of the fact that does the Halo multiplayer translate to Battle Royale?
I don't care.
I don't think it does. And I don't think the people who play Battle Royales leave those Battle Royales to play a Halo version of it.
I would try because that's what big multiplayer games do.
Right.
They all have them.
And you look at the battle royales that do well, they're way more military based shooters. They're not the type.
I think
a
Halo battle royale would go well. I think that's evident because there have been battle royale maps made in Forge and they're very popular. I think Halo could do just fine in a battle royale.
I think Halo battle royale will work.
It's just a mode. I don't think you need to be a specific kind of mode to be good at battle royale. I've literally played battle royale golf. Like it's just a mode.
I don't disagree, but I think about the development time and the upkeep of that. Is it worth the investment?
Dude, then what? Oh, and so my reaction to that, and then we'll move on with the extra business. Then Halo isn't Halo then. If you're talking to yourself being like, is the investment, we're talking about Halo. It used to be one of the crown jewels of video games. Mm-hmm. Like if you can't invest in a very popular mode for your very popular IP to be very popular and successful, then what are we doing? Then sell Halo.
Yeah.
Then sell Halo.
I don't disagree with you. I'm just looking at it from like the business.
Like, I'm not going to listen to that. No,
the way games are going.
They spent $70 billion in cash. I don't care if they can
to make more money.
Then no, because Gears didn't make more money. I don't think Keeper's making them more money. I don't think Avowed's making them any more money. I don't think Hellblade made them any more money. I don't think raising Game Pass is going to make them any more money. I don't think their consoles are making them any more money. So we can't sit there and go, it's about making more money because none of this shit's making them any more money. Guess what might?
That's part of the problem.
Guess what might? Mm-hmm. A free-to-play battle royale centered around Halo. That might make them more money.
I don't think it would. I don't think you're going to bring enough people over from the other games to make it a thing that has enough of a player base.
That might be true. Money. That might be true, but to never try, I feel like is a failure.
I think that's where we're at in gaming. Like I literally think that's where we're at in gaming. There's so much risk adverseness to try and put things out there because it closes studios. Microsoft has enough money to do it.
Warzone, then I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It's just like it feels like they're running away from what the market demands, and then complaining that Halo's not doing well enough. Well, you're not doing the thing that everybody else is doing.
That's Microsoft. That's where they're at. I think they need to just make Infinite failed because it just wasn't a good.
Well, then beyond a new game, then just take the Master Chief Collection and make it free to play and put it on everything. You know, like I don't know. I honestly don't have the answers. Like I feel like Halo's been a mess for a decade. So like maybe it just is that now, but like I don't think it should be, and I think it's better than that. And I don't think it shouldn't be a problem of money or investment or time because it's Halo.
I also think it's okay to just kind of let things go.
Like I'll hear that on Fable because it's like Fable's probably not going to do a bunch anyway. But we're not going to. I don't want to hear that stuff in a boardroom talk about Halo. We're talking about fucking Halo. Can you imagine if somebody walked into Mario and I'm like, oh, we can't do that. It's cost ineffective. Get the fuck out of here. It's the face that runs the place, man. It's fucking Mario.
Halo hasn't been the face that ran the place in years.
Now that is a fair rebuttal. Well, I can't argue with that. That is true. But my argument is that
the face to run the place.
My argument is that it should be. It should be that.
If it was going to be, it would have had to have been 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
Like,
but it hasn't been.
After Halo 5 and Infinite, I would have had a hard look in the mirror over there at Xbox, Microsoft, whatever, 343, and been like, whatever we're doing, change everything. You know, literally from start to finish, everything we did before, let's do the opposite this time. See what happens. Like, you know, I don't know.
I don't disagree with you, but they chose to do something else. And I don't think there's any coming back from that. Like, I think it is a very, very uphill battle to get Halo to be the face of Xbox for people that will care. Like, you're trying to get the newer generation who's going to be into these multiplayer, long-term games. Us, the 14%, like, we'll buy it and we'll dip out, but we're not going to be that continual revenue stream that they're looking for, that they want to have that groundswell. And I think that's part of the problem. Like, it just is
but they
not
never
enticing.
Tried it,
I don't disagree. They haven't tried it, but I don't think it's going to matter, even if they do. I think Infinite failed so hard.
That might be true, but it's just like it's like the Phil Spencer quote. If we just make good games, it's like, let's try it though. Like, you've tried everything else. Let's try it though. I don't know. Let's try it. Give me a game of the year. Phil Spencer, give me 5 excellent top flight games in a year, and let's see if it sells. Like, let's try it. How about we try it first? You know, they keep talking absolutes. It's like, I don't know. You tried the first thing. You tried the multiplayer centric thing. You've tried how about we try the live service thing? Let's try it.
Another sad part is you're putting it everywhere, so it doesn't even boost up Xbox really. It's just.
No, it's not. Like, that's done. They're just third party. It's over.
It's just another franchise that's out there.
It's like EA, if they just had a console, they're like, yeah, we have EA Play, and you can play it on this Alienware that we have. That's basically what's happening. All right.
Pretty much.
We beat this dead horse. Listen, I know I'm not a Halo guy, but I do root for it. I hope it's good. I hope people like it. You'd be very excited to see people nostalgic and happy about Halo again. And maybe PlayStation is the base that could provide that boost. I don't know. But I was shocked that people were shocked about this. That definitely took me back. Yep. So obviously this is like a landmark moment in video game history, really. I think this will be looked back on in years to follow. Halo jumping on a PlayStation. This is GameStop, wrote a proclamation declaring the console wars are over.
Oh,
it's like this is
fuck GameStop.
Do we really need to have this conversation about this?
So no, we don't. But this is. I'm just pointing out this is a big deal, and since this is a big deal, we have a lot of interviews, ancillary stuff, reporting that's happening on the periphery. And let's go through some of this. So New York Times did an interview with Xbox game studio leader Matt Booty, who claimed consumers no longer have a strong attachment to the devices they use to play games. And I quote, "We are all seeking to meet people where they are. Our biggest competition isn't another console. We are competing more and more with everything from TikTok to movies." The sentiment was echoed by CEO Satya Nadella, who in his interview said that gaming's biggest competition is short form videos, not other gaming platforms. So, let's just stop there. What do you guys think about these comments?
I think that is a very detached from gaming content.
That is a very idiotic I'm not going to say what I was going to say there just then.
I just to throw it out there
and I will say,
because I'm the person I am. Alana Pierce had a pretty well-trafficked, well-shared video that said the same thing about a year ago. I'm going to tell you my issue with the thing, the statement. It's always been like that. That is the correct, yeah.
It's always been media out there that was competition with gaming. There's always been movies. There's always been a form of like YouTube or something like that. There's always been telephones. Nothing has ever changed since the beginning of time. It's always been there.
Since there has been entertainment, there has been competition for your entertainment.
Yes.
It's such a stupid comment.
It just so happens that certain segments have like regulars, returning customers, movies and music and games.
Yes.
And then within those submarkets of entertainment, different companies compete for that usership to pick them.
Correct.
And that's going to keep happening whether TikTok takes over or not.
And also, we forget that they fail to mention the fact that the cost for gaming has gone up exponentially.
Exponentially. Yep.
A lot. The cost to be a gamer and just to play video games in general is up a lot. TikTok is free. YouTube is free. A lot of these other things do not cost the same price as cost for video games.
I just want to push back on them because, again, I am the person that I am.
Yeah.
You can play a lot of fucking video games today for free.
That is true.
Like more than ever before. So to play all of the releases and to be an enthusiast consumer is very expensive. But if you were like, fuck that, I'm just going to play free stuff, you could literally play for years. Years.
Yes.
And that's kind of a part of the problem. We have a lot of gamers that are just playing free shit and they're not buying a damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
the real competition is the free-to-play games. It is not
correct. That is
more competition.
TikTok or movies or whatnot, because that's always been there. If somebody doesn't want to have an interactive experience, they're not playing video games, period. That's not really the competition. That's not somebody who you're trying to bring in.
My wife plays TikTok. She's never going to play games.
Yeah. You're competing with the stuff that's just easily accessible and free to play. Because if I'm just playing Fortnite to hang out with my friends, I don't necessarily need to invest in a console or in something that is a huge ecosystem.
Yeah. $80 games, $100 controller. Or PlayStation 4 and Fortnite. I'm good.
Yeah, because it doesn't really look or play any different on anything else. Like I can play Fortnite on my tablet just fine with all my friends.
Yep.
That's the real competition. That's what's really killing the gaming that we love, that we know is truly like the free-to-play experience.
I've watched that video, John.
The landscape.
That's why I shouted it out. I watched that video because I didn't want it to sound like. I think the vitriol that you're hearing from Dev and Delvin is aimed more at like Microsoft saying this, not a
correct.
Mm-hmm. It's always been there. Like we realize that entertainment is a space that companies compete for your time across mediums. Like I think we all get that. I do find it strange that this is like. I find it a little odd that this was like their go-to rebuttal.
It is. It's very odd, especially really considering when the Nintendo Switch 2 is selling like gangbusters, and PlayStation, while they may be down.
I'm not even talking about that. It's almost like political maneuvering. Like, why are they shouting out? Why are they shouting out TikTok on name?
It is.
We're talking about the same company that sells movies and has, LinkedIn and. Like there's Facebook and Amazon, and they have like Google. They compete with Google directly and YouTube, and it's just like for them to just 100% go right at TikTok. It seems very pointed. It's like, are they talking? It's almost like like in the wrestling, like the viewership ratings were so focused on the one demo.
Yes,
like this statement almost feels like that. It's like they're talking about one demographic or customer. They're like, our competition right now is for. Children aged 13 to 21. And right now our biggest competition for them is TikTok. Just an odd rebuttal to come out with, but
very strange.
A Microsoft official confirmed to an outlet that the company is working on internal tests for a free ad-supported cloud gaming tier. That would be separate from Game Pass. So that kind of came out in this reporting. Jason Schreier and Bloomberg kind of had the big swing this week, where they said that internally and he's Amy Hood is the CFO, I think. Internally, Microsoft has set a goal for Xbox of 30% what they're calling, quote, accountability margins, which is a term the company is using in place of profit margins. And these accountability margins range, there's like an algorithm, like a whole set of criteria that they want you to sell a certain amount of DLC, sell a certain amount of copies, have a certain amount of usership on Game Pass. Like this is how they're judging success, is based across all of these different vectors. So I just want to take a moment to like reframe the change in operations from Microsoft that we've learned about. So like 5 to 7 years ago, when they were buying Ninja Theory and Compulsion and stuff, they were like, the messaging was, we need original, diverse, creative content for Game Pass, to sell Game Pass and exclusive content, to make sure like we needed to bolster our lineup. This is what we're doing. And it was talked about, like, you know, these games, Psychonauts, Hellblade, like they weren't like selling. And the whole point then was, we're not looking for them to sell like gangbusters. It's all about Game Pass is important. And then in the years since then, now it's changed where they are holding these projects' feet to the fire. They're holding them accountable. They're holding the whole division accountable, and they're holding these projects accountable to meeting these standards. And I say that to only bring us back to a point that I've been trying to harp on for some time. I'm really starting to worry about the placement of these other studios within the giant Xbox division. And I'm not like 7 years ago, I really believed Phil and the game and the library and the first party. And like, I you know, I've always said it was like Halo, Gears, and Forza was subsidizing Hellblade and Keeper and Psychonauts and Avowed, like these smaller things. And I thought that diversity was good because that would attract new players, right? It's clear that that hasn't attracted players, and now these projects are being held accountable to do something, to make profits in some manner, through playtime, through subscriptions, through sales. And in a division where the standard and the bar is Call of Duty and World of Warcraft, you know, like in these bigger games they have, Forza Horizon, I just don't know how Avowed or Keeper or any of those games, like how can they be successful like that? Even if the algorithm is tiered to them, I feel like that's the deck is stacked against them, because it's only until like the first sign of adversity that you start looking around. It's like you got to make cuts. Well, where are they going to come from? They're not going to come from the game that sells all the games. They're not coming from there. You know, they're going to come elsewhere. And I've been worried about that for definitely, I guess since Tango. This has concerned me, and this concern is only growing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys think about that or care, or, you know, like, because I care a great deal about Ninja Theory and where they end up and what they're doing. You know, like, this is a big part of that. You know, like, I don't want to see that go anywhere.
Yeah, I care.
I'll be honest, I don't really pay attention to, like, a lot of the studios, so.
Yeah. I don't think most gamers do. But yeah, so it's no longer about we want these creatives to make, we believe in these people to make creative projects, is what they said. Like, that literally was the kumbaya shit they said. Phil Spencer, he's like,
believed in generations.
We don't tell them what to make. They're creatives. We want them to be creative. Make whatever you want. Okay, well, they made South of Midnight. And do we think that did anything? Did that move a needle at all?
Nope. You can't move a needle when you give away all your games for free and you're training your audience to just wait and not buy games.
This is the worry. This is where the worry comes from. It's not like I'm not worried about them because they closed Arcane Austin. I'm worried about like the shift in philosophy, like how they're operating and what that means for these others. It's like, oh my man, I hope they get sold instead of closed. At this point, I feel like that's the only thing I can hope for, because it doesn't feel like I don't think all these studios are going to be here 5 years from now. I don't see how anybody could say they believe that. I honestly, find me the biggest Xbox fan you know, and I would love to know truthfully, do you think every one of these studios will last until 2032?
Yeah, especially with how long it takes to make games, and then you got to hope that it actually sells, which is why you have to put games on PlayStation, because if it's on Game Pass, I'm not buying it.
Not selling it. Yeah. It's compounding. Their whole thing was built on volume, and they have none. So it's all collapsing. Like, it's all falling apart.
If they would have truly been like, yeah, we're not putting Call of Duty on PlayStation, this may have worked out. If they would have been like, you have to get Game Pass and an Xbox to play Call of Duty on console, they could have swung the pendulum.
Yeah, that's the part me and Sean, I think, have wax poetic about the most, is that I think I don't know, I don't want to speak for him. He listens to the show. He can chime in and correct us if I'm wrong. I think we both thought, I think my disdain for the decisions Xbox are making started after Starfield. Because it felt like they put everything they had. They bet the house on Starfield. And I never thought Starfield was the game worth doing that on. But it really, like, if you look at their actions in hindsight's 2020 and all that, but everything changed after Starfield. Like, before Starfield, it was the same thing. Game Pass, exclusive content. We're going to bring people in, keep people to buy. And then after they released Starfield, and I guess realized that it didn't change their market share at all, then everything changed. Then suddenly we're finding profit, we're talking about margin, we're cross promoting games just for a game. Like, everything changed after that. And I just hate that the hill they died on was Starfield.
Such a
and not like
IP to die on too.
What I've always wondered, or like, not wondered, if it were me, I would have waited for the next generation. Like, to just do it mid-generation and change everything, I thought was, like, to me, in hindsight, if they stayed the course after Starfield, and like you said, with or without Call of Duty, but definitely if you want to throw that in there, with Call of Duty, but even without Call of Duty, they've had a pretty good run of games here lately. But nobody cares, really. I don't want to say nobody cares. People care. People play them. They like them. But a lot of people don't care because they're no longer exclusive. You no longer need a box. They've had games that you needed a box to play. Like, they've had good games that were worth buying a box for, but they stopped selling boxes before they showed up. And it's like, if you had just stuck, and it's easy for me to light Sadia's money on fire. It's easy for me to do that. But it's like, I've always just felt like you were there. You were on the cusp. You were there. You got past the fiasco that was Halo. We're going to get past the fiasco that was Starfield. I'm going to say it. Starfield isn't it. That's not what we wanted, right? If PlayStation had released Starfield like that, it would have been, they would have been big mad. And it's just like, if they had just, like, it's just a lack of commitment, I guess. I always think of the Wii U. Nintendo had this giant Wii U failure. And if it were Xbox, they would have just not even made consoles. They would have never, the Switch would have never happened. They would have just went mobile or put their games on PlayStation, right? It's like that willingness to see it through, to like believe in what you're doing. That's not there over there anymore.
Nah, they pivot.
Microsoft's done with that. They're like, no, they gave you 10 years. It didn't work. So we're moving on. Like, they're done with that. It's over. That's sad.
I am more hurt that, and hurt's the wrong word, that we didn't really get to see everything come to fruition that we thought would come to fruition. Like, we still haven't gotten the games that they promised us originally, like years ago, like Fable and shit like that. Still hasn't come out.
Perfect Dark's gone.
Yeah, and it's so crazy that we like. It's
the initiative is coming on. They've announced the new studio, started it, staffed it, got a contract studio, and then killed all of it.
Yes, they bought the studios. They bought all these studios and then didn't use the studios they bought. It's kind of wild. Like, hey, we have Activision now, but we're still just going to put out Call of Duty.
None of the Activision, or I won't say none, a majority of the Activision catalog is still not on Game Pass.
Yes.
All the back-end bats, none of that stuff's come over. Like, I'm telling you, it changed. It changed. Like, they pulled the plug.
It sucks because that was one of the things we were excited for. Like, they get the whole Activision catalog. Not even just Call of Duty. Just the Activision
we were
catalog.
talking about Prototype. We're talking about Guitar Hero and Tony Hawk. We had all the oh man, it's gonna be great.
Y'all sure were, and I was like, yeah, no.
We got none of that.
None of it. Not even on Game Pass.
Nope. What was the Marvel one? It was like they have a Spider-Man game or an Avengers game or something. They've got a few of them. People are excited about them coming back because they haven't had a Spider-Man game all this time. Well, you just stay.
They both have a Blade game.
Still not getting that shit. It's just stuff's still not there. So,
they like, hey, we have a console exclusive Blade. Not anymore. Gonna be multi-platform.
I just want to throw out because I brought up the accountability margin, the profit margin. It's worth mentioning the industry's average somewhere between 15 and 22%. That's the industry average, like top to bottom.
Like, we want 30.
So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand where that math goes. We held you. We told you need to make this. You didn't.
Bye-bye.
Well, yeah. So it sounds like we're probably barreling down another blog post where they fire 10,000 more people or something like that.
Yep.
It did it feels inevitable at this point. It's like, well, I guess that's what's about to happen then.
We got to answer to them shareholders.
The last one on this topic, before we get into some console talk, Satya in his interview, and this is a quote, "If we as an industry don't continue to innovate how we produce, what we produce, how we think about distribution, the economic model, the best way to innovate is to have good margins, because that's the way you can fund." So ultimately saying, hey, if you want to innovate, make new games and shit, make some money. Yeah, that's basically what that is. Yeah. I didn't write it down, but in the same quote, in the same interview, he talked about the DirectX thing. Like, hey, the whole point, like he said, the whole point, I'm paraphrasing, so listeners just know that, but essentially his point was, I don't understand why people think PC and console like they're different things. He said the whole point of the console, I think he meant to say their console. He said the whole point of the console was that we wanted to get Windows in the living room. And then he said, I want to relook at that conceptually. And so like all of these things, all of these comments, these statements, Halo, it's all pointing in the same direction, that they're pivoting out of the console market. They're going to do something on PC. That's where they see their next existence is PC. And yeah, like the ROG Ally and third party and like, yeah.
It just feels like Microsoft has always looked at Xbox as like the redheaded stepchild, and they were just waiting for it to fail to be like, all right, we can stop playing this game now. We make Windows, so let's just continue to make Windows and put that everywhere.
I think they believe in the software. Listen, they have Call of Duty. It doesn't matter anymore. They have Call of Duty. They have one of the biggest strangleholds and footholds in gaming. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter what gaming is going to do, they're going to be a part of it because they own Call of Duty.
Yep.
So I think it's easy for them, and that's why I don't know how long ago. At some point we need to chart a timeline, but however long ago, when it was just the 4 games or whatever, when I told you this is the first of them exiting the console market, like this is it.
Yeah.
Because at some point you look around and you're like, why are we doing all of this when we could just make Call of Duty? Mm-hmm. Like, that's where Activision was going.
Yeah, we cut out all these little small studios. That brings us our margin. We just make Call of Duty. It continues to sell well.
Yeah, we have a platform. You can buy it, but we're only making these games now. And those, yeah, you see where this goes. Yeah.
How do we get everybody to just sit in Call of Duty the way they do Fortnite? Do we
part of me wants to give them? I would like to give them some hope. But yeah, maybe they do a cloud-free tier and it takes off and they find some players. Like maybe it's at least an idea to try and find more market. You know, what they've been doing for the last 7 years, doesn't look like they're trying to find market at all. You know? So.
Yeah. Like you said, they just don't have that stick to it with this, that stick to itness that like Sony and Nintendo do. They're like, this is our path, and we're going to keep barreling down that path.
Yeah, they just don't stomach failures.
Yeah,
they did with the Red Ring. I'll give them credit for that. They stomached that one.
Yeah, but they were also they were in the lead then, so there's the difference. Like they were, the shit. They were the console
at that time. Microsoft's leadership wanted to break into the market.
Yeah,
the leadership was behind it. It didn't matter if they didn't make any money. That's why I'm so glad I just thought of that, because I was thinking about that, about the comments that he was making about margins and 30% profitability. I'm like, dude, the old Xbox would have never. Steve Ballmer didn't give a fuck about that. He wanted to win. Like, he wanted to be part of the culture.
He wanted to be the crazy stuff he's doing with the Clippers. He's trying to win.
He wanted to be symbolic. Right. He wanted to compete. It wasn't about that. And that's a very obvious difference to today's Xbox and yesteryear. Like, and I talk about that all the time. Like, the original Xbox felt indie. Like with Seamus and them, like, they were radicals. They were like, fuck that. We're gonna put Ethernet port in this bit. Like, they were doing that.
Company.
It was a different company.
It was.
And I think that's like
AI. He's just an AI clone. He's not a real person.
The folks that grew up with that, like, we're very sad about all of this because that's what we're seeing. And then I think the folks that aren't tied to that, they're like, who cares? More games for everybody.
And that's the biggest, that's your real competition. All of the people who care about what Xbox was, you're kind of just aging out. You guys buy a couple of games
they've already left.
Or they've already left. And the new generation doesn't care about any of that history. They don't care about it. It doesn't matter because it's not what they play games for. It's not where they came from.
And an affordable PC entry may be appealing to them.
Yeah.
I don't hate that space. Speaking of this PC, we got a report on that next Xbox, the next box from Jez at Windows Central. He says the next Xbox is basically a PC, which will run other stores. However, he says that the plan is for Xbox to do a lot more to make it feel like a traditional console. He specifically mentioned like the onboarding. Like right now, if you buy a ROG Ally, the onboarding is Windows. It won't be that for the next Xbox. It'll have an Xbox onboarding. He said you could essentially turn the entire device on and never touch Windows Desktop, and totally it'll work and everything with a controller out of the box.
Well, that's good.
He also reports that it will natively run all games that are currently available on Xbox Series, including your backwards compatible titles. He says this is a major shift. They plan to drop the multiplayer service from Game Pass. The no more paywall to play multiplayer, which of course it's like because it's a PC, like because they can't. Like, it's funny to like give them credit for that. It's like they can't do that. They will have major backlash.
Are we still listening to this guy? We still listening to Jez? Like
the industry does. Really? I consider him a very shaky source, but the industry does. I think he is the lead authority somewhat on Xbox these days.
I don't listen to Jez.
But I think it's I think it's Xbox. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So anyway. All right. So there's probably 2 or 3 years before this thing comes out. Maybe. Perhaps it's sooner, but I think it's probably 2027. Probably announced next year, out the year after. All right. So Delvin. It's a PC. It costs more than the PlayStation 6. But it's stronger than the PlayStation 6. And it's a console. You don't have to touch Windows. Are you interested?
No.
It's $800. Are you interested?
No.
It's $1,000.
No. I think it's going to be what I said last week, from $1,000 to $1,500. Because at this point, it's a high-end PC.
Not even a high-end.
Well, a mid-tier PC.
No. Well, okay. So we don't know that yet, Dev. I think you're right. Just comparing on price. But remember, they're making a games-focused PC and not a standard PC. That's an advantage for them. They can get real specific with I/O and the motherboard and the space and the die. So I think it's possible.
Isn't that just what consoles are? Is a real specific PC?
Right, but it's gonna be a desktop-based platform.
Yeah.
The point that I'm making is, let's say they're gonna charge whatever you think it is. I think it's probably gonna be $1,000. Let's say it's more, just for the sake of
the
argument.
base model's gonna be $1,000.
All right, let's say it's $1,250. You know, split the difference. Probably somewhere between $1,000 and $1,500. Split the difference. It's $1,250. I think they can design a gaming-centric design device that an end user would pay $1,200 for, that could significantly, I don't want to say significantly outpunch, but be on par, compete with PCs that cost $1,000 more than that. I think they can make a $1,200 PC that gives you what a $2,000 PC can give you.
How? Because
they can. Well, one, they have a huge brand, right? So they can work with manufacturers to go. They can. It's Microsoft. They can, just like Xbox, it's like a console. They can say, we want a commitment on 15 million of these chips, this standard, right? This chipset, or these standard features. Because the other part of this is, do third parties make consoles? So like, that's a whole separate thing. Let's just keep it right now and say it's just Microsoft. All right. So Microsoft's making a computer. They can come to them and go, all right, all of the shit that you normally put on your standard PC, we don't need all that. I don't need 7 USB ports. I don't need a USB-C port, right? I don't need any of the additional adapter. Like, I'm just making an APU-based gaming PC. So they can get real specific to the case, to the cooling, to everything. Because they're not, it doesn't have to do basic computing on top of that, right? Because that's not what they're building the device around.
Yeah, no. The APU can't compete with, a 5080 and a CPU. Like, it's just not.
I think at $1,200 it can.
I don't think so. And okay. I also I wonder what that compatibility looks like, because if it's really just running PC games, is it going to carry my Steam library? Are the games going to run the way they're supposed to?
I mean, I think it's going to run like it would on any computer that you would expect to buy, because it's a computer.
Yeah.
So I think that should be fine. But I think I'm not saying it's going to be better than a 4090. I think they can make a box that punches significantly above its sticker price, because they're building a computer with a specific function in mind, not all functions to be like they can dedicate all of the RAM specific to these functions, right?
Yeah, I don't see it happening. I don't believe that you're going to be able to get that kind of performance. I think you're still going to be lacking.
It would have to, and then obviously it would have to rely heavily on upscaling and stuff like that as well. Like, I don't think it's going to pure natively. I'm just saying, if you're making $1,200 console box, like a PC, like a box of components, that should be significantly pretty good.
And the reason why I say that, because if that's the case, then AMD can just do that with the processor and say, hey, you don't need to buy our GPU. Just buy this APU and put it in this specific
that's what I was thinking was going to happen.
Micro ATX board. So I think if they were able to do that, it would have already been done. I think there's a reason why graphics cards exist, to be able to do a lot of that. So I don't see you being able to take a $1,200 console experience that runs some weird version of Windows that competes with something that's on the level of a $2,000 PC. I can see it competing with maybe a $1,200 PC, but I also wonder, like, what kind of upscaling tech are you running in that? FSR has gotten a lot better, but the FSR has to run on the GPU. It doesn't run on the CPU. You have the XESS.
And they're going to have one of those MPU AI chips and do all that shit too. So I don't know. I don't even care. I think I keep coming back to, and when I say this, just know that I want to put it in context. I don't think this is going to matter to the masses. So I'm not even thinking tens of millions. So I'm not saying this is going to save the company. I just think there's a niche here. There is a space below $2,000 PC and $600 PlayStation 6. There's a space to sell a product within that range. And if they can split the difference and try to give you the best of both worlds, Like, is it going to change their fortune? I don't think so. But is it worth doing? Yeah, I think so.
Ambitious.
I think that
I think they
niche
can
is
sell
so
some stuff there.
incredibly small that it's not. It doesn't.
I agree with you there.
move
I don't.
any
Yeah,
needles.
they're not going to sell 30 million of these. Like their console thing is
They'll be
gone.
lucky
They're
to
not
sell
going to do
2
that.
million.
However, if it is just as, let's say it's as good as it sounds. Let's say they show up and they do the work and it's backwards compatible and it's got a front end that works and it's cost effective, then I think when it comes time, not for you, but for people, gamers, to
normal people,
upgrade their PC, replace their PC, I think $1,000 is a mark that'd be at least you'd have to consider. It'd be a benchmark. You'd be like, all right, can I get a better PC than this for the same amount of money?
The problem with that is, how does NVIDIA respond?
How does Valve respond?
I'm not worried
because I think the easiest way to blow this out of the water is Steam to show up with a Steam box.
Yep.
This all goes right out the window when Valve goes, we have one. And it's $500.
Again, what are the components? Because again, it's for me, it's more about like, okay, all of the components that you're putting into this, like now you're encroaching on their space. You're encroaching on Nvidia's market. You're encroaching on an AMD's market.
That's
you're
the problem with consoles now.
Market.
That's what they're doing. That's why you're competing. That's why the cost of consoles are going up, because you're competing for silicon.
Mm-hmm. So now you're messing with their money. So how do they respond to that? How do they end up combating that? Do we see GPU prices start to go back down? Do we see processor prices start to go back down to the point where it makes this thing completely irrelevant again?
I don't know. I'm still really questioning on the software side if they're going to pull this off. Like, I want to believe in it because I want to believe in it for everybody. Windows sucks. We need a better Windows. And if Xbox can be the way to create a lightened or more optimized Windows experience, I'm all for it. Like, I want this to be the thing.
I feel so bad for you people who have so many issues with Windows. Like
I don't have issues. I use it fine. It's just not very good. It's not great.
I don't have any issues with it. It runs perfectly. All of my stuff runs great. So maybe I just have found some way to optimize everything where I don't have any real issues.
Sure you have. I mean, it's like my stuff isn't big, but like I don't like it. It's full of bloatware. You know, usually when you buy stuff off the shelf, I know you don't, but people do. Like this is the common experience.
Build
your own. You get OneDrive pop-ups. A lot of people can't. They don't know how.
It's Legos. Everybody can. This is the easiest shit in the world.
They don't know how, dude. My father-in-law doesn't know how to. Like, I had to show him how to disable startup program. I'm just saying, people. You got devs, boys. I'm just trying. I'm trying to. You know.
I'm not doing that shit.
You plug them in like Legos. It is the easiest shit in the world.
I'm trying to hold out hope here. I'm trying.
Yeah, I refuse to give you that hope because I think it's a pipe dream.
I could see if it all went well, I could see myself swapping in the Alienware for the Xbox.
Because that's what you want. That's what you want. It's just
I don't really want any of it.
You want to go buy
ideally what I want.
Now we're talking.
I just wake up and my PC's better one day. They're like, here's Fable. I'm like, fine, we can end this relationship here now. You've given me Fable, my PC, now please go away. You know, like we're done here. Yeah. Cause like that's ideally for me, that's all of this amounts to is one day I wake up and my PC's better. And then I will say when the time comes that I reevaluate buying another PC, yeah, I would of course take into consideration an Xbox PC that is optimized for gaming. I would at least consider it. I don't know if I'd buy it, but I'd consider it. But yeah, no, I don't like any of this. I want them to go back doing the things they used to do. You know, like that's what I want.
I want them to be third party. Just do that.
That's what they're doing. You're in luck because that's what they're doing.
Stop trying to do this. Just make the
talked about Xbox for an hour.
Stop it.
Maybe we can stop. Like next week, maybe they won't have another thing. Like just like every damn week, there's a whole new debate about Xbox.
Yeah. Maybe they can.
Again, this is an Xbox podcast.
It's fun. Like it'd be nice if PlayStation would do something worth talking about.
They don't have to. They're like, we're good.
Yeah, they really are. It's like somebody
we
do
just
stuff.
Put out Yote. Everybody's loving it. We're good. Wolverine.
We got Halo coming.
We got Halo for you people that want that. We've got Gears
like
E-Day coming.
Week, Xbox is pivoting on the future of the games business while Nintendo and PlayStation just keep trucking along. They're like, well,
we're good over here. We're chilling.
You do you. This week, Retroid dropped their new handhelds, the Retroid Pocket G2, and then the Retroid Pocket 6. This is their newest iteration of their handhelds. Steph gets up and just leaves.
Yeah, that's appropriate for Def.
This is an interesting news story of twofold. First, I am personally impacted by it. So that's one reason to talk about this. Two, I actually don't think I've ever encountered a situation like this before. And that's the interesting part that I was hoping to run by Def, but he got up and left. All right. So I have always been a part of our portable channel. Now the everything else is an Xbox channel. And Delvin, let me tell you this. Here's a tangent, buddy.
Okay.
I am fighting the urge so hard right now to not create a podcast called Everything Else is an Xbox. where we only talk about Xbox and everything else besides PlayStation and Nintendo. So it's a mobile, cloud, PC, Xbox, Steam Deck podcast. It's everything else is an Xbox. I think it's a genius name. It's a great name for a podcast.
That is this podcast. That's exactly what it's been.
Should we just rebrand this podcast?
Talk about rap battles and Ghost of Yote for an hour.
That's an Xbox.
That's an Xbox. All right. So
this
I have followed.
You sent me. You showed me.
I have followed all of these handhelds for years. What I'm going to call these handhelds, I mean retro handhelds, not PC retro handhelds. There's a shit ton of them. There's literally 300 of them. There's a new one every week, and they come in all various forms and factors. There's the Odin, there's the Ain, there's the Ioneo, there's the other shit Indiegogo, and there's Retroid. Retroid has made a bunch of these, and they make them. They look like DSs. They make them look like GBAs, like Game Boys, the Mod Retro, all this stuff. I have never bought one of these. I have always wanted to buy one, but never found the glass slipper. The ones that I want are expensive, $400 and $500. I'm I am not paying $300 up to play Super Nintendo game. That's crazy, right?
Yes.
Or they're not powerful enough on the low end to play PlayStation 2. That's kind of the line. There's the line. It's can it play PlayStation 2 stuff? And then there's the can it play Switch stuff. I don't give a shit about the Switch. I'm not trying to do any of that. I have a Switch. I have a great Switch. I'm not trying to do any of that. But I've never bought one of these Retroid handhelds, and I've always wanted one. They look cool. They're fun. I like Android. But it was like I said, I was always priced out. Well, this week they announced the Retroid Pocket 6. The Retroid Pocket 5, I'll have you know, super popular. Everyone that has one loves it. A million videos talk about how amazing it is. I have almost bought a Retroid Pocket 5 on 2 occasions. I almost did, but I just never quite got there. Retroid Pocket 6 comes out, has not the new, it's somewhat old now, but the processor. The 8 Gen 2, whatever it's called. It's the one that can do all the PlayStation 2 shit. It's been used in all the other ones. It's a great processor. This processor usually comes at a price that's at least $350 or more. And they're making a handheld with this processor for $200. $209 to be exact.
Yep.
And I was like, oh shit, this might be the one. And then they released the design. And fuck me if it's not just a Vita. It's a Vita, and it comes in many colors. One of the colors is a beautiful pastel purple. They've made a purple Vita, and I'm like, oh my God, it's calling to me. My daughter still talks about the Vita that we used to have, and I was totally all in just to buy this on the form factor alone. I was all in. And it has an OLED 120 hertz screen.
Mm-hmm.
So I get the fast refresh screen, I get the Vita design, I get the purple color at a price that I like with the new product. I'm all in. They put it up, I ordered it, love it. I'm finally going to get one of these handhelds and be cool like the Garrett Blands of the world. I wake up the next day, and apparently everyone, quote unquote, everyone but me hates it. They're big mad. They're tweeting Retroid. They're on the Reddit. They're burning it to the ground. They are super pissed. Have either of you seen this?
I saw a little bit of it because you sent me some of it.
I just saw the picture you sent.
Let's see if I can find a quick picture to throw up. I don't think anybody's watching us. I don't think anybody's listening to us live, so I can do this on my own. Let's see here. Open picture in new tab.
Is anybody out there listening? Anyone there?
All right, here's what they look like. Notice that on the left side of the handheld, the D-pad is on top of the thumbstick.
As it should be.
That's what they're mad about.
Why?
People are mad that it's not offset.
They're mad that the thumbstick isn't on top. And I mean, I can't speak for all people, but I think the general sentiment is that because this handheld has a stronger processor and can play more modern games, namely a lot of the market people are going to buy this are going to buy it so they can play legal Switch games. So they want the thumbstick on top because they're going to be using the thumbstick more.
Like a Switch can.
Like a Switch can. The other part of it that they are mad about, I don't know if I have a better picture than here's a great picture. I'll just do this. This is the picture they actually put up.
Enhance. See, it worked.
All right. So the one on top is the original design. The other thing that everybody hates, I'm not sure if you can see this original design, but below the screen, there are these 4 buttons.
Yes.
These are like your macro buttons. Everyone hates that too.
I like that.
It takes up screen real estate. They want more screen, less bezels. And everyone told them to take those buttons and put them on the back. So Retroid, I presume this did not sell well at all. Because here's what they did. They pulled the product from the store. They put up a poll on Twitter for people to vote. And everybody voted to change the console. And I think they're changing it. Like they've pulled it, and I think they're redesigning the console that I've already paid for. I already bought the one that I wanted, and now they're changing it.
They pulled the Sonic.
For me? Has that ever happened to you?
No.
I can't ever remember like this happening. Like this is a crazy thing. I'm like, how is it possible that I have agreed and purchased a thing, and now that thing isn't a thing anymore? Because some other people, these other people sent angry tweets on the internet. Now, I do have to, in all conscience, like I have to be clean here. The polls are overwhelmingly in favor of the changes. So I'm definitely in the minority on this. There's not many of us, but there are a few that we want it. I want the Vita look. It's the whole reason I'm like, I want the stick on the bottom. Like I want it to be there. I also want those face buttons. I think it makes the whole thing, I think it gives it like a retro vibe. Like it feels like early 2000s. You know, it has like an iPod cell phone kind of, you know, like I want buttons, man. Let's put buttons back on shit. I'm so sick and tired of tapping screens.
I agree.
You know, so like part of the whole vibe is why I was buying it.
When is this thing supposed to ship?
It's supposed to ship in January.
Wow. And all
the G2 is coming in
everything on the website has changed the look
of it.
Yeah,
they've pulled it. You cannot buy it anymore. So I am expecting to get we're sorry. Nobody liked this thing you bought, so now we're canceling your order.
Yeah.
And I just don't feel like that's, man, I just don't
think
feel
they're
right.
going to cancel it. They're going to still send you the thing. It's just going to be the G2, not the RPG.
They can't switch me from the RP6 to the G2.
Why not?
How can they just do that?
Because
they can't do that.
They can. They can do whatever the hell they want. They got your pre-order.
That'll be a bad look.
But here's the thing, and this is the thing that Xbox runs into. When you're in the minority, nobody cares if it's a bad look because the majority want the other thing anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I posted, like I'm so upset that this happened, and people are like, "Fuck off! I want the like." They don't care. Nobody cares.
Boo this man!
Because I have the lesser opinion. Man, why can't we make things for the 30% anymore? Why has everything become so democratic? people are like I had somebody respond to me. They were like, well, the majority of people want this, so it should happen. I'm like, I don't think that's true at all. Why should everything just be for the majority of people? Like, my response to him was like, and I should have said this earlier, but this is important. If you're listening to this, you've never seen it. The Retroid Pocket line, their brand of devices, all of them, the D-pad is on top. That's their fucking thing. That's what they do. Guess what? There's a million other fucking handhelds with the same processor in it that have the thumbstick on top. There's literally 20 of them. There's a
Pocket Flip too.
The Odin,
the thumbstick on top.
The Odin Mini 2 is exactly this, but a thumbstick on top. It's a Vita with a top thumbstick. The only difference between this and that is that one costs about $150 more. So they're just mad because they can't buy the thing they want cheaper. And because of that, I don't get the thing that I purchased, apparently.
Correct.
That is some fucked up shit, man. What is happening? What is the world coming to? I haven't heard from Retroid yet. They've kind of said online that they would like to find a way to like maybe do both. This is really expensive to print, cases and shells and shit for things. You're talking about a whole different pipeline. It's not like they can't just swap the stick themselves. Like, they'd have to build that into the design. So I'm not expecting them to like honor my order. I'm expecting to change it and be like, if you want this one, we'll move you over. Otherwise you have to cancel.
Yeah.
That really sucks because I think I'm going to cancel. I'm still not going to have one of these things because like I specifically wanted the Vita one. Like that was kind of what I was waiting on. I almost bought the Odin Mini.
So they just said we're not doing the RP6 anymore. We're just making the G2.
I could go to the G2. It doesn't have as good a processor. I could go, but I'm not using it for the product. Like, I'm not going to play Switch games on this damn thing. I don't, like, this was a novelty buy at best. I was going to put some PSP shit on it and some PlayStation 2 games and, just have one. Like, this is like just a novelty. I just want to do something different today. And I'm bummed out, if you can't tell, man. I'm a little bummed out because I was pretty excited. That purple one is sweet. God, it's gorgeous. But neither one of you have ever bought anything and then just change it? Because this has never happened to me. I think this is the first. Do you imagine you buying a phone and you go and it's like, oh, it's a different phone?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Phone.
I bought the phone.
I don't really care about the looks of a lot of the tech. So if it changed,
if you bought a PC, I bet if you bought a PC and you wanted purple lights and they gave you yellow lights, you'd be pissed.
Well, I buy the pieces. I
bet if they gave you the wrong parts, you wouldn't be like, if they changed it, like,
we exchange it for the part. But also,
we thought this was better.
He never gets pissed at stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess
that doesn't.
Anger is an emotion that affects him.
Everything turns up Millhouse
the parts that I buy.
Yeah.
So
oh my God.
I usually go to the store and
build me one of these. Then,
if I could, I would.
I wish you would, because this is a bummer.
We could probably 3D print that and call it a day.
Yeah, 3D print shit looks cheap.
You can get really nice 3D printed stuff. They're probably 3D printing that stuff themselves.
It's really expensive.
It is.
See, I liked it because it was $200. $200 has been, I've talked about this for years. For me, $200 is the sweet spot for like retro handheld. If I'm going to throw away a couple hundred, like if I'm going to buy a game to play a bunch of games I can already play, it really can't be more than like $200. That's like my threshold. So this is the first time performance has entered my buying parameters, and now I don't even get it anymore.
Sorry,
the other one, I may just keep it. Like, even if they swap the stick, it's not the end of the world. But I really wanted those face. I really wanted those face buttons.
It looks.
I was gonna do like screenshot and like my menu button and a save state. Like, I was gonna map all those right there, and we were right as rain. Play some damn GameCube games, Delvin. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Little Def Jam.
Def Jam.
They've taken it from me. They've taken everything from me.
Yeah.
It just took some buttons from you. That's all.
I'm about to storm the
five in a nutshell.
You should.
I think I should. When you get really mad about something,
pick it and be like, "What the fuck is this shit? Give me the RP6, the original."
Yeah, just go out there, pick it.
Any chance they give me something free for like my trouble?
Absolutely not.
That shit's totally done, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nobody does it anymore.
10%.
Like, I feel like they should be like, "We're sorry this happened. Here's $25."
404 does not exist. You ordered something that wasn't even real.
Oh my God, I'm so mad. I even showed it to my daughter.
You gotta be lucky.
I knew when she saw it, I was like, she's gonna love it.
You'd be lucky if they give you your money back.
Right. She's like, "Dad, did you get it?" And like, actually, it never happened.
It didn't exist. Smells my money.
And it's gone.
Basically.
All right. Battlefield RedSec, the new free-to-play battle royale for Battlefield. Imagine that, Delvin. Launching a AAA shooting property with a battle royale game you can play. That just
who would do such a thing?
Well, we know who wouldn't do such a thing because it's beneath the standard of Halo. Yeah. Halo's better than that. Well,
you got to build infrastructure for that.
One of these games is making money. So, are either of you going to play RedSec?
Hell no.
Hell no.
It's like free Battlefield, right? You don't have to buy the Battlefield. You already bought the Battlefield.
Yeah, my Nigerian scammer son made me buy the goddamn thing.
Send it to me so I can play the campaign.
You don't have to. You can play it now. You can just go play Battlefield.
I don't want to play Battle Royale. I want to play the campaign. You can't even play this Battle Royale single player. You have to jump into a squad.
How long until the campaign comes to EA Play?
I don't have EA Play.
PlayStation Plus Essentials for November are Stray, EA Sports World Rally Championship 24, and Totally Accurate Battle Simulator.
I swear they gave us Stray already.
I told you they did. They gave us Stray in the extra tier. It then left, and now they're putting it in the essential tier.
Too.
I think it was. That's what I was thinking.
Feels like it was, though.
It feels like it was. So I remember when it came out, everybody was playing that game, and everybody had that goddamn extra.
Because it launched into extra. When the game first came out, it launched into the extra tier. It then left, and then went into the essential tier in November.
So keep it. Why are you giving this game again?
Jack used to play tabs a lot. I haven't seen him play it in a while. But yeah.
We don't want it.
I don't care about
Amazon has axed 14,000 jobs, corporate jobs, many impacting their game development stuff. Their MMO New World has ceased development, so they're not doing any new stuff for it, and that will shutter at some point. They did say they would continue development on Tomb Raider with Crystal Dynamics, and Maverick Games apparently is making an open world driving game. They're still working on those projects. I think they're doing support with Crystal for Tomb Raider. So
they need to go ahead and hire them 14,000 people back and put them to work with AWS and keep the shit running.
Yeah.
Fucking Azure goes out. AWS goes out. Thanks, AI.
Yeah. I've been talking about that. It's like, obviously everybody's moving to the cloud. You know that. I know that everybody's doing it. And my boss just mentioned on several occasions, he's like, the cloud, you never have downtime. I'm like, we have downtime.
I keep trying to explain it to people.
We had it happen a couple weeks ago, right?
That was last week. And today, Azure went down.
First time that I sent him, I was like, see? Yeah. And he was like, well, isn't it supposed to roll over to the other data center? I was like, yeah, but you have to have data to scale. Yeah. Like if they don't have your program to scale up, then you got nothing. And if you can't get out,
right?
If it's traffic's blacked at the firewall level, at the switch level, then it doesn't matter. If you can't rescind and receive, same problem, different days, same difference.
Yeah, at least if it's on-prem, I can work on it and get it.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's in the cloud, I'm just at the mercy of whenever they get their shit together.
We're going to move my stuff to the cloud in the next year or two, based on when they figure it out. And it's like, that'll be the end of that. And I have made everybody's life way more comfortable because I just fix it.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm just going to be like, I don't know. Let me put a call into tech support and see what happens.
Not even that. Look, it's down. I'm just going to refresh the page. And when it comes back up, I'll let you know.
Wow.
That's what we did with Azure today. There was nothing we could do
Sure,
Azure
yeah,
was just
no, not my text. Where I meant like the company, like I call them, and like, because the funny thing, because like our business is continuity, redundancy, like that's the whole point.
Yeah.
So that's what we're paying for. The Run Got Next was a basketball game that you may have saw in the last year or so. I think Summer Games Fest we saw it. That game has since been rebranded to NBA The Run. It launches next year. It's a multiplayer only 3 versus 3 NBA street game.
I imagine a lot of NBA players will be running really soon when the FBI come after their ass.
Wow.
I wonder if they're licensing directly with players or if they have a license for the whole league.
The whole league. So the NBA actually reached out. Once they saw this game, NBA reached out to the developers and said, hey, do you want to talk about getting an NBA license?
How do we put some stuff in there?
That is really cool, by the way.
So they saw this and reached out and was
Game
like, hey,
looks really different. Like what we saw today looked really different than what this game looked like before.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say, like, I thought it looked cheaper, but maybe it's just they're closer to production.
It looked worse to me. Like the animations.
Okay.
Like
I didn't want to just be mean, but I was like,
it does look worse.
It doesn't look
it
as
looked
good.
worse.
Like,
Yeah.
It looks worse, but you know,
it has Luka in it.
Yeah.
And Anthony Edwards. It's online.
They lost me at multiplayer.
Yeah, they totally lost me in multiplayer. Like
absolutely not.
It's NBA
you can't even
online.
Mission mode. People, fuck off. Right. What is this?
Absolutely not.
It's all about tournaments. No. I want NBA Street by myself. Yes. One pillowcase, no pillow.
By myself.
Yeah. What I want is a Sunset Park video game. Just make that.
Wow.
Let's go, baby.
Throwback. Spaceman. Sunset Park, what time is it?
Yeah. Or Above the Rim. That works too.
Can you come out and play? Yeah. Absolutely. Let's go. I'm
Above the Rim. Then when a player gets mad, you come on the court with a gun.
I was like, only if I come out with the gun and just start dumping. If I can do that, or
he's on fire.
Throw alley-oops to myself.
Yeah.
I forgot what
Check
number
yourself
he was.
Up, boom, shakalaka.
He gets a block, throws a pass, catches it to himself, and does like a 360. I'm like, they couldn't edit that correctly.
No, they could not.
What about Slam City, Delvin?
Oh God.
Featuring Scottie Pippen.
Let's go, baby.
I've never seen this until today. Absolutely buying this.
Oh, Slam City, baby.
100% I'm buying this.
Did you see this, Delvin?
Yes, I did.
Have you ever played it? Like, this seems very Delvin coded.
I have never played this one. I played the other one.
How does this shit work?
What's the other one?
Was it I think it was a Charles Barkley one, I think it was.
That's the Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam. But this was Slam City featuring Scottie Pippen. It was a FMV game on Sega
I think I did play this one.
I
think I did play this one.
Terrible. It's a first person full motion video basketball.
Yes, I remember this game.
It looks terrible.
The way it plays is you have to watch the character and see which way they move. If like the guy moves left, and you move the joystick to the right so you can go past them and you automatically score a point once you do that. Based off their reactions. It's not good. Yes, I've played this before. Yes, you're the white guy.
The white guy. This looks like Nickelodeon Guts or something. This is crazy.
That's correct. Did you see that shot was way off?
It was not even close. Look at her.
That's who you played for.
Yeah.
I remember this game.
It's like some white man can't jump. Rejected.
This is terrible.
This is wild. Listen. All right. I know this is going to be bad. I'm going to buy it anyway. But because I just discovered this today, here was the first thought I had. It's a great thought. This is what they should have done when they made Connect.
Yes.
This looks like a great fucking Connect game. Not even line. If this is Connect and I could go back and like pack Scottie Pippen.
Yeah. This should be VR.
Yeah. This would be so much fun, Dev. You don't think so?
Hell no.
Look, there's a mafia. There's a pimp over here. He's making money.
if I remember correctly, this was made around the time White Men Can't Jump.
Stereotypical. That's exactly what it looks like.
This was made around that time. And you would have to play these different players. Like Fingers, he was like the first guy you have to beat.
Fingers?
Yeah, his name was Fingers. I remember this.
Look at this. I have to buy it. I have to have it. Yeah. We've lost Dev.
It's fucking awful.
Yes.
I want better for you guys.
Do you?
Why?
Yes. You guys
I'm having a blast.
Trash.
Yeah.
I want better for
Master
you.
P, buddy.
I want you to want better.
Yeah.
I don't want to see.
What would it take to get Dev to play this on stream?
We have everything we could want.
There's absolutely nothing you can do to get me to play this on stream. There's no way.
Make Dev switch.
Yeah.
I will watch every movie in the MCU.
Yeah. What would it take for you to do this?
Lots of money. I need Mike Brown money.
No.
I'll open the bid at $3.
Absolutely.
What can I give?
Battlefield 6.
Give me that Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition cabinet behind you.
Hell no.
Well, again, there's nothing you can do.
I feel like there is.
Mike Brown money or multiple arcade
What
cabinets.
if we make a thing of it?
Battlefield 6.
And you play that, and I'll play one level of Avatar.
No.
That was a big deal because I wouldn't plan on playing that bullshit game at all. But
Yeah,
to watch him play this awful game, I would gladly do it.
Yeah, that doesn't give you playing Avatar doesn't give me any joy. It does nothing.
It doesn't give me any joy either. So we suffering together. That makes it even better.
I don't want to suffer together. I want us to rise up above the suffering.
Rise above the hate?
Yeah. Let's do better.
All right. The last bullet point I didn't write says elsewhere Sega CD.
That's it. That's pretty appropriate.
Who wrote that?
I didn't do that.
I didn't write that.
I didn't write that.
I didn't write it either.
All right. Well, I don't know how they got there. I was positive Dev did it.
I didn't write that.
I didn't do it either. All right. Well,
I thought this was referencing the Scottie Pippen game.
Me too.
I have no idea. Was that a Sega CD game?
Yeah, it was definitely. That was one of the Sega CD. That's
Maybe
how I played it.
Maybe that worked out then.
Yeah.
Maybe it was.
I don't think there was a game called Elsewhere on Sega CD. I think what happened was this game was made on Sega CD and now it's coming elsewhere.
Yeah, we were talking about Sega CD today. You were giving me a schooling on what the Tower of Power.
Sega Tower of Power, baby.
That's some nonsense.
I can't
Just
believe you didn't
bunch
know
of
about
shit.
that.
Like, I love it. It's crazy nonsense, but that is some rubbish. like he just transformed the shit on top of each other.
Oh, it was great.
It looks, it's crazy.
I had it.
I love it.
Super Nintendo had the Super Scope 6. Sega had
the modularity
Sega
of that early
Yep.
time was like really like novel and impressive, and like we've seen that even continue, not in consoles but like forward in tech. There's always been like spin-offs to try and make like modular upgrading things a thing. They've never really seemed to take off though, like that I can never imagine. Like I think once you start clipping things on, people lose interest. But like the industry, like technology hasn't let go of that idea. Like that still kind of keeps happening.
It doesn't make a big enough difference for it to be worth it. That's like the biggest thing. Like, so you have this Sega CD, but like that's the quality of game you get.
Yeah.
The 32X was supposed to be 32-bit versions of games. They were more expensive, but more or less it was the same exact experience you had.
I didn't even know what that's.
Cart.
I didn't know what any of that stuff was.
I know with the Sega CD, they had games and they added video cutscenes to them. That was the whole big thing about those games. Like Spider-Man for Sega CD, it was pretty much the same game for Sega Genesis, but they had cutscenes that had like storylines into it.
Yeah.
And alternate endings.
That's pretty groundbreaking type stuff.
It was dope as fuck. Like
Yeah.
if you get to the last level, you can look this up. If you get to the last level of Spider-Man on Sega CD and you lose,
fight the Kingpin.
Yeah, if you lose to the Kingpin, they will show your character in a little cutscene die. Him and Mary Jane gets like killed. Like that was fucking revolutionary. Like that's cool
Instead
as fuck.
of just your character just falling over.
Instead of just saying game over, there's a whole cutscene that shows you.
I talked to Delvin and Rebecca on Shack once. Like the Satella view was pretty fucking wild and out there and doing some wild shit before, I never existed and knew what was going on. But like it's pretty cool. It's like one of my favorite like historian videos to watch. Is if you've never looked into it, and there's like this crazy stereotype like racist game that they made. Like with rappers and shit, like real music in it and stuff too. But the Satella view is nuts. The Satella view.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I mean it was Japan only.
Since you reminded me, I looked up the guys you have to face in Slam City. So there's Fingers, Juice, Mad Dog,
always a Juice man,
Smash, and Scottie Pippen. I remember this game.
Scottie Pippen.
What in the hell made them think Scottie Pippen was the guy for street ball?
Because Jordan wasn't doing that shit.
That's because Jordan was out there making his Windy City game, and you had Barkley doing his shut up and jam thing with the claim.
They're like, who else can we get? How about that Scottie Pippen guy?
You should have got somebody from the Pistons. Like that makes more sense. Go get Rodman.
Well, Bill Laimbeer Combat Basketball.
Yeah, that's true. They did have that.
I think the game is called. I'm still on the Satella view. It's called Mighty Pockets, and I'm going to read you. I think we've done this before. Maybe I'm going to read you some of the folks that are on the soundtrack. Coolio,
dope.
DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince,
dope.
Cash Money and Marvelous,
okay.
Public Enemy,
Fight the Power.
MC Hammer,
can't touch this.
Brandy,
Wanna Be Down,
Michael Jackson,
my guy, the GOAT,
Salt and Pepper,
something. Yeah. Shoot.
Casey and the Sunshine Band, Skilo.
I wish. That definitely is on there.
Gangstar.
Oh,
like, it's pretty crazy.
Gangstar. I love Gangstar.
And I found out about this because of one of those YouTube videos. But yeah, it's like Satella View is like this. I don't know. It's like Sirius radio for games. It was like a beam streaming transmission that you could play games with, but like it was basically like TV broadcast. You could only play certain games at certain times, but in between the times they had like this little hub world that you could like post messages to your friend, like almost like a little social network. Obviously archaic by today's standards, but they were doing it. Like it was working and they did it. It didn't make any money. It was a huge flop, but it was an add-on too, like the Tower of Power. Like you snapped it onto the Super Nintendo, Super Famicom. And it's just, if you ever get into trying to, learn about something new, I wholly implore all of you to just go watch one of the many Satella View videos on YouTube. That's very interesting. It's very neat stuff. But yeah, that game, that Mighty Pockets game, is a game where you're trying to solve the mystery of who stole a purse. And it has this giant soundtrack full of rappers, and like all the culprits look black. And it's just like, what the absolute fuck?
Of course.
But that's what they made. That's what they made
American
out there.
Media for always.
It was Japan. It was definitely the media. I was like, but yeah, I was like completely over there. But that's what they made.
Well.
And there's some different cool games and stuff on it. It's just a neat thing. All right, Dev. That's it. That's the news.
All right. The Root said he'll have a huge scoring update next week. With no surprises, I'll probably still have 0 points. So, over or under 79.5 for Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Age of Calamity scored a 78. The Root is thinking under. The hell is this game?
I'm excited. This is the game I'm playing next week.
The Warriors Legend of Zelda game.
What?
Legend of Zelda with Dynasty Warriors, essentially.
Okay.
I'll go with the over 2.
It's been a thing for like a decade. There's multiple of them. It's like the third one.
Yes. I think this was going to be pretty good. I think it's going to be like an 85.
Me too. I'm taking the over. I think it's gonna be good.
I'll take the under. I got no points, so it doesn't really matter what I do at this point.
I hope it's good, man. I'm excited for this one.
I've never liked Dynasty Warrior games.
I've always liked them.
I love them. They're fun.
See, you love ninjas, though.
These aren't ninjas.
They can be.
You're not stealth. I'm not sneaking around. I'm not stabbing fools in the forehead.
It's nonsense.
I want to be a shinobi.
Ninjas actually have real war. Like, they're not all out there just sneaking by each other.
Those are samurai.
Oh
ninjas don't go to war.
Same difference.
It's not the same difference. It's two completely different things. You hate samurai.
You don't know. You're not from there. You're not from there. Okay,
what you want to be is a ninja.
Stop.
You don't want to have any rules. All right?
Stop.
Ninjas are not on the battlefield.
I'm not going to listen to you
samurai
tell me about something
armor.
you're not part of. You're just a dude playing another dude who's playing another dude. Okay?
You go enjoy your little samurai battle, all right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, fun. All right? Enjoy it.
I like a good Dynasty Warriors game.
They're always fun.
Not always.
Usually.
I really wanted
the new one that
wanted
came
to
out.
love Persona Warriors. It was like, is everything I wanted. I even like tweeted on it about it years before it existed. I was like, Persona is perfect for this. All I wanted was an easy to digest, story-based Persona game that was a Muso. I was like, fucking let's go.
Thank you, Jim.
And they made a 100 fucking hour grind forever ass Dynasty. I was like, why did you like?
That is correct.
They did the most Persona ass shit. Then the game is so long. It's like, why? Just make a shorter one.
That is correct.
All right.
But I love the Hyrule Warriors games. The first one more than the second one, but I like them both. But I love the first one. The first one's a great fun. You really know nothing about it at all?
Was it on Nintendo?
See, but I say this about the Verzuz thing, and it's all like, I can't believe you don't know it.
I actively avoid Nintendo.
Yeah, but you talk to me every day.
That is a good point. You do talk to him every day. And he does.
Like, there's only so much you can avoid. You can't avoid it all.
Many other things.
We podcast every week.
We sure do. And this is where I get my Nintendo stuff from. Otherwise,
the first Hyrule Warriors. Not that you'll ever play it.
No,
but
I know.
The first Hyrule
Warriors games. I just don't give a shit about them.
The first one is really cool because it's the entire Zelda timeline. So it mixes all of the games together. And it has a story and it's got time travel and honestly, all the shit that you would probably really like.
The problem is it's a Dynasty Warriors game.
Yeah, I know. But it is pretty great. It's even got some hot ass anime babes in it.
I don't care about any of that shit.
See ya. Mommy see ya. Mm-mm.
But yeah, no, I know about these games. I don't care.
You gotta get them for
no, thank you.
For Dev's kid.
No. Not
even
at all.
better.
Not even a little bit.
Should almost shut down the podcast.
Sometimes you gotta shut it down.
My hand hit the keyboard and damn game mode popped up and I was like, oh God, what happened?
Oh no. Windows. No.
That would have been funny.
Over or under 80.5 for Black Ops 7. It was a 7? Jesus Christ. Black Ops 6 scored an 82. The Root also thinks under.
They just said, fuck it, we're just going to keep making Black Ops. We don't care anymore.
80.5 seems, I mean, for it to fall under, that seems like a lot. But I'm going to take the under. Just, I don't know why. People are digging the new one, right? The marketing and stuff, they like it or no?
I think it's the opposite. I think they don't like it.
No, that's me.
I've heard a couple
Dev, you were into what they were doing. And
yeah,
stuff,
I was
right?
marketing to look cool, but I've never played a Black Ops game. I'm not playing this shit either.
I've heard a couple.
There's like an actor in it, right? Some actor that everybody knows.
Mm-hmm. Peter Petrelli.
That's got to help. I have no idea.
From Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll go the over. Fuck it.
I will take the under. All right. Moving along to questions. Rob 3K says, truly the end of an era. Let's hear your favorite Xbox memories. Empire Forever. What the hell?
Is that
This is
Rob?
an Xbox podcast.
I don't think it was Rob's question.
It says Rob 3K.
Oh,
Yeah, but
how we
Rob
gonna just skip over what John 32 asked?
Whoa. Shh. What are you talking about? John 32 didn't say anything.
Wow. But the World Series, you'll skip over that thing?
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, you got to do that one.
Yeah, I saw that one.
I don't have to do shit but stay black and die.
Wow. You got to do that one. The Rude's a part of the show.
Yeah.
The Rude didn't ask this.
He did.
He asked it in honor of John 32.
Yeah, no, the Rude did ask this. He
Again,
asked it. He's the subject of the question.
Shit, but stay black and die. All right?
This is how the NBA players got in trouble. Just picking what they want to answer, what they want to do. We ain't got to play this quarter. Exactly.
Rob didn't ask that.
I'm point shaving here.
You know why you don't want to ask that.
I don't remember who asked it though. Like, I think I put Rob because maybe I was talking. Rob came back to the Discord, so like maybe I was talking to Rob.
Maybe.
I have no idea, but I don't think he asked that.
Well, whoever you are, someone asked.
Yeah, whoever you are.
About their favorite Xbox memories, Empire Forever.
No, wait a minute. We're not. It's about the World Series.
What are you talking about?
Who do you have winning the World Series? Blue Jays or Dodgers?
Based on what
the
happened
series
tonight,
is tied. Game 5 should
the series
be right.
is not tied.
it's not tied. That's why he don't want to answer the question.
Oh,
The series
So I
is
assume
Blue
the-
Jays 3-2.
nice. Have the Blue Jays ever won a World Series?
Hell if I know. It's baseball. I don't care.
You know what?
I hope the Jays win.
You
The
know what?
Dodgers are just the Yankees. They've just bought every good player, so it's not
Not a
fun.
bad thing.
Nobody
Yeah.
wants that.
That's what LA does. We don't actually have anything homegrown. We just steal from everywhere else.
Like LeBron James.
Basically. He
They
can go.
stole
we
LeBron.
don't need him. We don't need him, clearly.
They don't need it. This is we want to be a star.
Let's trade him now.
I'll go with the Blue Jays
And I'm abstaining.
because I want the point. And they're closer to winning.
I'm trying to see if the Blue Jays have ever won, and like I can't find a straight answer, which is kind of blowing my mind.
Just go to World Series winners. Just
Look
type
at-
that
Just
in.
type in Blue Jays.
No, just type in World Series winners, and they should give you a list.
Look here,
Should be able to
Toronto
get to
needs a win.
Wikipedia.
They've been
No, they
catching a lot
don't.
of L's. Yeah,
They
they do.
need to keep catching L's.
You see who their hero is?
I know who their hero is.
You know, they won. They won in the 90s. Twice.
Oh,
Good
okay.
for them.
They beat the Braves and the Phillies in 92 and 93.
Oh, they beat the Braves. Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
pretty good.
Yeah, so go Jays. I don't even know who's on the Jays.
I don't know either. Bunch of white people.
No,
Bunch of Canadian white people.
no, they got some Dominicans on there.
Oh, they do. That's a
baseball.
for every baseball team. There's a bunch of Dominicans.
I haven't watched baseball in so long.
I've never watched baseball,
Like it's,
so I'm not answering the question because
I feel like it's been a couple years since I've watched like a full baseball game.
It's been
Like
20
several years, maybe. This may have been a 3, 4, 5 year thing.
You're not missing anything.
20 years since I watched a baseball game. It's probably when I went to one like, this is goddamn boring.
Yep. So moving on, what's your favorite Xbox memory?
Oh, this should be fun.
Should it?
I want to be petty so bad. Fucking I
Do
am
it.
being petty.
No.
Don't.
Go ahead.
No, you seem like you want to say what I want to say, so go ahead and say what you want to say. Go ahead and say it.
Mine is them dying right now. That's my favorite Xbox.
Favorite memory is right now.
Right now.
It's so sad.
Look, I don't think. Look, during the PS3 era, I had to hear nonstop about how great the fucking Xbox Live.
Because it was so much better.
But
I don't play online. I didn't care about no Xbox Live.
I never bragged about Xbox Live, but the 360 in general,
I had to hear
the
about.
360 was way better for like years.
What was better about it?
The only thing that wasn't better was the Red Ring of Death. That was objectively worse, but everything else was great.
Didn't have Uncharted. Wasn't
for
better.
me. It helped because it was cheaper. Yeah, but Uncharted didn't show up until later, though, right?
Like 2 years later.
Yeah.
And the PS3 came out a year after the Xbox.
I never found Uncharted until way later, so maybe that's just my own timeline.
But yeah, Xbox just never had anything I wanted to play, so I'm like, I don't want this system. So
my favorite memory is all the Xbox fans cheering for Sony's death when Activision got bought. They just hooted over. What a moment. The whole thing, PlayStation sitting there coughing, please, this is going to destroy the industry.
I was about to say, yeah, like I wouldn't just make that just an Xbox fan. Like all these PlayStation fans who were like, help us, government, you have to stop this.
It was so funny. In retrospect, it's even more funny.
It really is.
They're begging the government.
We did all this shit. Remember, they signed contracts with Nintendo. Like we're doing all this shit over nothing.
Over signed their own death certificate.
Not one. Why didn't they just come out and be like, we're going third party anyway?
Yeah.
We could have all moved on.
Just avoided the whole court thing and everything.
We're putting it's going to be everywhere. Guess what? Halo's coming. Like we're not doing.
We're going everywhere.
Just say that.
We did a whole trial.
It's crazy that like they wouldn't say that then, but they'll totally say that now.
And it wasn't
again.
That long
everything
ago.
Changed after Starfield, but it's just like I don't know, man. It feels like very short-term thinking to completely change your mindset about tens of billions of dollars worth of assets in such a short amount of time. Within 4 years, you've changed your entire mind about what you spent $70 billion on.
There were whole conversations. People did podcasts about that. Hey, they might not bring Call of Duty to PlayStation now. Call of Duty might be Xbox exclusive.
We were hearing like PlayStation, they've got to find somebody to make Killzone. We got to get shooters again. Yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing for a moment.
It's so funny you say like after the Starfield thing, it's like what made them think that Starfield was like the Xbox franchise to like really rein it all in?
Just big Bethesda game, right? Big
Bethesda game was like is that the Xbox audience?
I think when they got Bethesda, I think they thought they were getting Skyrim. They thought they were like, this is the next Skyrim.
And they kept saying it was Skyrim in space, essentially. Yeah. That was the whole thing.
They thought impact-wise.
Did they say that, or did everybody else say that?
No, impact-wise, they thought it was going to be a Skyrim-like game.
Yeah, Skyrim in space, and then Elder Scrolls would come back out after that, not too long after that. So people were just really hyped for it. And they
it never was that. Even if you liked it, you have to admit it just wasn't that. It wasn't a game of here's the thing, it was successful, so I don't even know if I can say this because it did sell.
Yeah.
I just think generally, like reception wise, it wasn't a game of consequence. Like nobody was like, you have to play it. It wasn't a must.
Talking about it. People
it wasn't a must play. It just wasn't. Even if you liked it, it wasn't a must play.
It was supposed to be revolutionary. It was supposed to be something else, like a game changer. And when people saw it, I even said on this podcast, I'm like, this looks like No Man's Sky. Yeah. Like I wasn't joking. Like, this looks like a worse version of No Man's Sky. And a lot of people are like, yeah, this is okay, but it's No Man's Sky.
And I know several people that like love it. Like they've beaten the game multiple times. They really like it. So I don't even mean that as a stone to throw. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. Like, I don't think it didn't take the industry by storm.
And then add on to the fact that people were really wanting that Xbox exclusive big hit, massive game that would just blow everybody away, and this wasn't it.
Yeah. Is that really your guys' favorite Xbox? Like, you guys can't think of anything better?
No, I have plenty of favorite Xbox moments. My favorite Xbox moment is
legit my favorite because
my favorite Xbox moment is the first moment I played Gears of War.
Nice.
Just the getting in that room, getting Marcus out of jail, like that, like your old uncle from back in the day. Like, hey, he's out, he's fresh out, baby. Then you out there killing grubs, man. That shit was awesome, man. That Gears of War was just like, this is like, fuck yeah, this is a great console. I love Gears.
It's good. I do too.
You know what? My runner-up is selling my Xbox One X for about $350. Yeah.
I appreciate that one. Also, another one. When I first played the original Titanfall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I loved the fuck out of the original Titanfall.
You play it online? Oh my god!
Yeah, because the whole I bought an Xbox for Titanfall, the Xbox One for Titanfall. Oh, like, this game looks dope. I'm like, this game looks dope as fuck, and I was like, oh, it's fucking multiplayer. And I think I ended up getting the Xbox that came with the Titanfall already with it. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll try it. And I played that game like for a little minute.
It's amazing how much of like that console's brand's like identity is like that militaristic bro thing.
Yeah. Like America.
1000%. That's exactly what it is. It's the America console.
Yeah.
It really is.
Put a motherfucking flag on that bitch. Call it a day.
I'm surprised they haven't done that yet.
I mean, oh man, I was gonna say this is
the tweet.
No, just a Trump edition, like a 45, like.
Well, they did that. They did that. They put him in the Master Chief outfit.
Yeah,
are you talking about the AI shit? I don't pay no attention to that. It's just noise.
The fact that they didn't come out and say anything about it, like they just let it ride.
The crazy thing about Titanfall,
Nintendo did the same thing. I don't think nobody's gonna fight him over memes.
No,
they should.
They really should.
You stand much more to lose than to gain in that fight. That's just foolish.
It's worth fighting.
Yeah, you say that's not the person with everything to lose in that situation. Like it's a foolish fight. You're just not going to get anything out of it.
It's my whole existence.
Yeah, but for Nintendo, Xbox, for corporations, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, corporations not doing it because they have a vested interest. They don't want to lose all the money.
Yeah. Stand for nothing, then.
But me, I can see suck my dick.
Yeah. No, that's a battle of self. Like that I get. But
no, of course.
Like when that happened with Nintendo, they did the same thing with Pokemon, and people are like, Nintendo's gonna sue them. Like, Nintendo's not gonna say a damn thing.
They're not gonna do shit.
Because their tariffs have already gone up and down and back. Like they're not gonna they're not touching that. Nothing. And if they do, it'll be polite. It'll be like polite and probably back channeled or like, but they're not gonna they're not going to court with the U.S. government.
Not putting that happening. Up, please, Mr. Trump? Like
they may send like
Mr.
a cease and desist or something.
Yeah, that's what they'll say.
But that's it. It's they're not going to actually fight.
Didn't they put out a statement about that?
They said something like they basically acknowledged it existed and said they didn't have approval to do that.
Yes, we don't want to get into politics.
There it is.
Fuck that. Yeah. That's what they said, essentially.
That ain't politics. You're stealing my IP and utilizing it in ways.
Well, he can have it.
Fuck that.
Yeah, like I said earlier, my little story with Xbox feels different and somewhat unique. The Xbox to me was always the extra console. I had my Nintendo console and then we had an Xbox, and it was, it took many years and podcasts and stuff to basically realize, as my gaming palette expanded and my awareness, broadened, that the Xbox to me is basically just a stand-in for PC gaming. It was PC gaming in a form factor that I knew, which makes sense. That was the whole point, right? That's what Microsoft was going for. But for me, like that's really where I find all that stuff. So for me, like a lot of my experience and love for Xbox actually has nothing to do with Xbox. They have stuff that I absolutely love and adore, but the day-to-day, like the reason I had an Xbox was GTA, Call of Duty, Medal of Honor. That's where I played Doom. That's where I played Oblivion. That's where I played Skyrim. Like all of these other games. And eventually along the way, I would build, fandoms for Fable and for Gears of War. But I say that to really qualify that, like, when you hear and talk about like Xbox fandom, I've honestly never felt like I really fit that too well. Because I was always felt like I was playing the games the Xbox fans weren't. And I know that Fable has its fans out there, but I think I hope people understand what I'm trying to say. Like, there's a whole different Xbox fan that talk about the glory days of midnight launches for Halo and stuff, and like that just was never me. I couldn't care less. And Project Gotham Racing never cared about. Honestly, never even listened to the car segment at the Xbox show until Forza Horizon 3. So it was a long time. So
I remember playing Project Gotham Racing and thinking it was awesome. And
yeah, I've always heard they were good. I just never. Yeah. My initial adoption of Xbox had nothing to do with Xbox first party. Is the point I'm making. Yeah. I played it for Saints Row, for NFL Fever, for 2K, for Madden, for college football. The games that weren't on Switch, weren't on GameCube, weren't on 64, weren't on, my Nintendo consoles. Never made it to Wii.
Yeah, I played for the games that just never came to other consoles, like Gears, Halo. Also,
so you're just Prey exclusives.
Prey was one of those.
You're doing exclusives. Donnie bought it as just like the console to play games.
I played Rock Band and Guitar Hero on it.
Yeah.
Which is what I say most people buy consoles.
Rainbow Six Vegas.
Just play.
So I've always bought Nintendo consoles for first party. And I buy it now, I buy most things there, but I didn't. Like during the Wii U, I didn't. During the Wii, I just played Nintendo games on my Wii. Maybe Japanese games, right? But like generally speaking, the games that I play, my day-to-day sports and shooters and adventure games, open world games, I played those on Xbox. I lived with foster parents when my foster dad had an Xbox, like the OG Xbox. And I think we got it. This is, I don't know, probably sometime after it launched, probably right before the 360 launched, because we got it super cheap. It was used. I remember it beat up. And I played GTA on it a lot. So I had my N64 in my room, and we had the Xbox out in the living room. And, he and I, we'd play like NASCAR, we'd play Madden, we'd play college football and stuff like that together. And then I would start playing it. And that's where I found Elder Scrolls. So I think it was Morrowind. I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. That was like that was a big game for me because it was like the first time that I found something that I thought was Zelda-like, but not Zelda. I'd loved Ocarina and Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, right? I loved all those Zelda games. Like my favorite thing is to play a Zelda game, and I played them over and over again. I never really found other Zelda games for a long, it took a long time to find something else. And Elder Scrolls was the first one. And I was like, dude, I love this. So I was all in on Oblivion. But on that original Xbox, I found Fable. And I think it came out of that. I think I was at a used game store and I was like, I love Zelda. And somebody was like, have you ever played Fable? And Fable did it for me. I locked in hard on from that point forward. I wanted a Nintendo and an Xbox so I could play Zelda and play Fable. And so when the 360 came out, the 360 was my first day one console because it came out ahead of the Wii, right? I think I remember that math. And I think because it was out first. It beat PlayStation Market. It was out first.
Yeah.
And I think it was ahead of the Wii. And it was my first day one console. I remember unwrapping it. I remember looking at the gleam and the reflection off the shiny helmets in NCAA 06. I was like, oh my God, look at the sunlight in the helmet. You can see, I'll never forget telling my father, I was like, you can see the flake in the helmet. It sparkles. Holy shit. And yeah, I loved my 360. Absolutely. And all the shit that Delvin mentioned. And, I definitely, Gears was another big one for me, especially not being much of a Halo person. So Gears nights with friends and stuff. But what I want to say, was that Delvin Jr., you think?
Yeah, I think so. That was
what Jr. I want to say is that the 360, I think, if I could just pick my favorite moment, I think that 360 launch period, that launch year, 2 years, maybe, that felt at the time, and maybe it was just my age. What are we thinking? I think it was 2005. So I'm I'm 15, 16 maybe. I don't even know. I'm trying to do the short math in my head. but yeah, like slightly less than maybe 17.
So it came out in 2005.
Okay, that's So I had it right. Yeah.
15?
No. Hang on.
Make sure 2005.
Right. Yeah. So I'd be in 10 and 97. Would have been 20 in 2007. So minus 2, so 18.
Okay.
17, 18. Call it that. That just felt like a big
college.
I was so excited for the 360 because like it felt like I even hate to say like cliche terms. It felt revolutionary. It felt like a big jump from what we had known. And it also felt like really like zeitgeisty, like popular. Like 360 was, like Xbox was like The Rock and Microsoft and Bill Gates and like Elijah Wood and MTV and like, they just kind of had a lot of fucking marketing and a lot of buzz. E3s were really fun. They had exclusives, right? They had Oblivion and freaking Grand Theft Auto. Like they were noisemakers. Cool. It just had energy, man. It had a shit ton of energy. It felt cool. You're right. Like it felt cool. And like when you're bringing up Xbox Live and like, I had never gotten to multiplayer, but yeah, I remember like having the headset in the box and like plugging it. I'm like, oh shit, I can talk to my friends. Like it felt like it was gaming in a way that I had never experienced before. Like it felt different. So I was all in. I did have a red ring. I had 2, I think, but in both cases they just replaced it. So for me, it was never like a problem. But yeah, like I think like if I could just, I don't know, I know that's not a specific point. It's more like a time frame, but just everything about that lead up to that launch. And also like that's around the same time. That's when I start finding game sites, game blogs, game forum. That's when I start connecting more with gaming. It's like before that, I talk about all this time, like I was always gaming, but like never on time with the rest of you, always behind. Because I wasn't clued into I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what was coming. I had no idea it was coming out next year, next month. I just went to the store when I had some money to buy a game and I just bought something that was there, right? Like I didn't even know. The 360 is when I really started following like news, and the Wii. The Wii was a big part of it too, but like that's when I really started following game stuff and starting finding community, I guess. So sorry, I realize I probably went on a big tangent with that one.
No, really. You're good. This is your favorite experience with Xbox. It makes perfect sense.
It's just the 360 is very like attitude era.
It is.
It just feels very symbolic of that time. And it was pretty crazy. I remember I called in sick to work the day they swapped out the dashboard for like the new OS because it blew my mind. I was like, holy shit, we're getting just like now the new full screen Xbox experience. Like you gotta see it. Like they had like the avatars and shit because you remember we had the blades, which I love, right? And I'm very nostalgic for the blades. But then they like one day you just got an update and it swapped all of that shit out, and the entire system changed. Like all the navigation UI changed. They had a Netflix. They're like, oh shit, Netflix. Like PS2 had, DVDs, PlayStation 3 had Blu-rays, but both PlayStation 3, like the fact that PlayStation 3 and the Wii and the 360 had Netflix was a big deal. It was. Before we all had streaming everything, everywhere on everything, like having a device that could do that was a big deal. Like so many years after that, through the recession and my first child and living literally broke and paycheck to paycheck. And like, we lived off that 360. It was our entertainment hub. I own, episodes of TV and subscriptions Netflix because that was television, like we all did 360. So yeah, that'd be my favorite. Like I love that whole time. And then the Matric happened. Yep. I got matricked. It all went to shit. And the sad part is I love the Kinect. Even the Kinect 2. Like the Kinect was great. I understand the urge internally for Xbox to go, let's make this the console.
Yeah.
And I even give them respect for like doing as far as they did, but boy, it was a big mistake.
Yeah. And it brings ghosts. Well, you can see ghosts with it.
Yeah. Paranormal Activity. You can see ghosts. You meant like, I always bring that up. Thank you, Delvin. Do you ever remember the moment you realized your Kinect could see ghosts? That was like the scariest shit. I was like, oh no.
What?
In Paranormal Activity 3?
3.
2?
Yeah.
3?
I think it's 3, yeah.
They have, there's a Kinect in the house. You know Paranormal Activity, right? It's the ghost films, like a home theater.
Yeah.
So it's filming, and the Kinect at night, like I guess in the dark, projects like dots onto the room to track you. It has like a light, you can see it. So in the movie, you see a ghost move through the field. I was like, oh no, we got to get rid of the Kinect tonight. That's how you get ghosts. That's what I'm saying. Like Xbox felt like the culture, pop culture, like the zeitgeist. Like it was in movies and shit. Like everybody was doing Xbox. Like fucking The Rock was talking Xbox. Like what are we doing here?
Interesting. My experience was completely different. Because
Sony walked out and said $5.99, and you were like, "Let's go."
Well, none of my friends played Xbox, so like my whole community,
y'all just rich, just $700 consoles out here.
I was also 24. Like I was out of high school.
The big age difference.
Very different. Very different.
You're independent. I'm not.
Out of college, working. So
in high school,
just very, very different experience. And Xbox was never, because none of my friends played Xbox. We all were all PlayStation. Like none of us gave a shit about the Xbox 360. It's like, okay, especially if none of us played Halo, Gears. None of the exclusives did anything. So for us, it's just like.
That's the part where I've always disconnected, because I never really bought an Xbox because of exclusives.
Mm-hmm. So we just waited a year until PlayStation came out, and that's where we played all of the same games. Like bought it for games, played Madden.
I remember the first time I got a PlayStation 3. It was pretty early on, and I think the PS3 had such an arc from the beginning of what that console was to what it finished. Because the beginning of that console, I think, is pretty fucking rough. Like the OS, the delivery, and like how it would install and the navigate, like it all just felt really, really clunky. I remember they had like that Sony music service and stuff that they were trying to do. Like they had a lot of stuff that they were trying to do. And then eventually, I don't know when, but eventually it felt like it got very game centric. And then they got the cheaper model, and I think they refined, the XMB, and then like it really hit its strut. But I think for the first couple of years there, like I always looked down on it.
I don't think it ever really changed the XMB. It was all the same. It was just different services that weren't available.
They definitely they added themes. They upgraded a lot. Like if you go from the piano day one to they upgraded a lot, Dev. Like there's a lot.
I never changed themes. Like that's the other thing. Like
it's even I think the organization, the way like the stuff is organized, and like they rebuilt the whole store.
PlayStation store is trash.
The whole store
the PlayStation store was always trash.
It was just a web browser.
But I also didn't use the store because I wasn't buying digital
real
games.
And maybe this is a better way of putting it. Coming from the Xbox, in comparison, it was sluggish, slow to it felt antiquated. We're like, because Xbox Live felt futuristic. It was like this is way better.
I think the way that I interact with consoles is also very different. Like it wasn't my hub. It was just the thing I put the disc in to play the game. So there wasn't a whole lot of.
And the UI was. That's what I'm saying. And the UI was representative of that. Xbox. It's funny that we're talking about them just dropping Live, and you're like, yeah, that makes sense, just multiplayer. But like, Live at its wasn't just multiplayer.
No, it was.
You weren't. It was like a social network. It was like fucking Facebook or something.
Correct.
Like they really got away from that, but like, it was a different thing. It was a whole.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I wasn't talking about just the multiplayer. I'm talking about the social aspect. I didn't give a shit about any of that.
I literally bought goods for my avatar.
Yeah, I always thought that was the dumbest thing in the world.
Sure, of course, everybody did. Horse armor, like the whole gen. But like, I did it for I got I got Ohio State jersey, Browns jersey, and shit for my little avatar.
It's gotta look like you gotta have your swag on.
Hell yeah, you gotta know it's me when I pop up with the game invite. Dude, fuck me. Xbox Live Arcade, Dev, I was in heaven. Some of my favorite fucking Braid, Geometry Wars, Castle Crashers. Honestly, I've said this a million times, is how I wouldn't say discovered, maybe rediscovered. My entire life until Xbox Live Arcade came along, I thought Doom was Doom 64. Because I only played Doom and I only played Doom 64. Now, I think because of that, I think I have a much higher opinion than most on Doom 64. Like, I really liked Doom 64, but like, I didn't find Doom proper until Xbox Live Arcade. And I remember just being able to like, I just get to download Doom. I thought that was the coolest thing. And of course, we take all of these things for granted now. Like, this is just the way things are now. But back then, digital distribution of indies, there was a huge deal. Like, it opened up so many games and so many cheap games. You get so many damn games for like $5, you know, $10, like brand new games. I loved that shit. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah. I'm glad you had a good time with it. Just again, I just can't relate. It just wasn't my experience.
I don't miss the hard drives. I don't remember all the memory hard drives and snap-ons that we would have with the consoles, the 360.
That's right, because it launched because they had like the base edition that had like a 4 gig hard drive or something, and then there was like
they eventually got there. I thought the first one launched with 20.
That's correct.
And then there was like and then one day we got to like a 120 or a 320, maybe 100. I don't know.
20, 60, 120.
60.
And it was another one.
Yeah. And those things were expensive. Like like the 360 was never like, but that was expensive.
And there was
if you wanted to upgrade your
hard
storage.
drive at all.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
That was the E model, I think.
Yeah, it came with like you get like a.
But I probably would have been interested in a PlayStation 3, but it was so like it was like the raw alley now. Like to even look at the price, you're like, I remember arguing with people at the time. They were like, "It's great," and I remember people were like, "It could be Red Ring." I'm like, "Yeah, but I could buy 3 of these before I buy one of those." Like, it's so expensive.
Yeah. My wife was still in college, and she bought me one out of the blue with a financial aid check. So it's all gravy. And she got me the piano black one with the 60 gig hard drive.
Nice, the backwards model.
Yep.
Gotta love it.
I
didn't get to
single
PlayStation
backwards compatible game.
Many years later. I want to say at least 2010, maybe 2011, maybe 2012. Like years later.
The end of it.
Like, I think it was after the PSN outage.
I remember people being so like Xbox folks being like so up in arms, like, oh my God, the outage.
Your shit's broke, man.
Nobody cared because
they stole your stuff. They've got your identity. They're gonna ruin your credit.
What credit? You can't. I got black people credit. Like, what? Take it. What you gonna do with that? It was so funny because like that outage, it didn't affect anybody that I knew. Nobody cared. I can still play Batman Arkham Asylum.
Because I had an account. I think it made me get a PlayStation 3. It was a couple things. I had an account from one of my swaps or deals, so I ended up getting Uncharted 3, I think, for free.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of made me get a console. It was the first time I played an Uncharted game. Oh. So like the 3 of them were out before I ever even played it.
Wow.
And it was that, and then finding that I love it, that led me to find Naughty Dog, and then I found The Last of Us, and then it was kind of over for a while. But yeah, so I came back late, and then I was like, holy shit, Journey's great.
Still to this day, I have not played Journey.
That is so sad.
Sounds about right.
That is so sad.
I'm not missing anything. It's not a game for me.
June says he got the Xbox Connect for our daughters to play Just Dance. There were times it picked up the furniture and they would get points. Like, what the fuck? I love the Connect. I was all in on that day one too. That E3, that shit bought me a hook, line, and sinker. You guys ever see the Connect E3 opener?
No, I don't.
You guys know what you don't know anything about Project
I know it
Natal?
existed. I just don't remember it.
Project Natal?
It was Xbox. I wasn't paying attention.
I watched all the E3 shows. It was so much fun back then.
I only watched the PlayStation.
Damn, Jeff. All right. So Connect, you get on stage. They're talking about Connect onto the camera, and the guy goes, "You're going to be able to interact with the game in ways you've never seen before." And the lady draws a picture on a piece of paper, like the player, real world, draws a piece of paper on the picture, walks up to the Connect, basically puts it in front of the Connect so he like scan it, like read it, and then the person in the Connect game grabs a piece of paper and starts talking about the picture you just saw, and it blew my fucking mind. I was like, what? There's no way. And I was right. There was no way. That wasn't real. But it sold it to me. Like I was so hooked.
Got him.
This is crazy. Like, yeah, I thought we were seeing again revolutionary. Like I felt like I had like a wonder for games. I think games had a wonder at that time that I don't think we really have anymore. Like they're all just PC boxes. They all look like PC. They're all just doing PC box shit.
We still have that.
But back then, shit was weird. We had Connect. We had Move. The Wii Motion thing, a fucking balance board. Like everybody had weird. Like gaming was still weird. You draw tablet. We were still doing weird. Like it felt indie. It was like doing weird indie shit.
Yeah.
Not like indie game, like indie tech, like the dawn of,
I was the same person that I am now. I thought that shit was dumb. Like, shut out of here.
People wrapping their 360s in towels and shit, trying to bake the solder back. Like,
I remember that.
Couldn't be me.
Right? Guitar Hero. There was like a magic to Guitar Hero. I don't know. Maybe it's just my age. Maybe I'm just nostalgic, but I definitely I feel like I felt that at the time.
I think that's your coming of age really into gaming because again, like you said, it was the first console you got to be day one on, and you got to live it.
Yeah, you might be
right.
right.
Beginning to the end. Where
you might be. Yeah,
right. I had that with PS1, PS2, PS3 was the only PlayStation I didn't get day one.
Like I said, I had a 64, and when I had it, people had it, but I don't recall like what was going on. I didn't know if the 64 was good or bad or failing or, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I was like, I have it. Mario Golf.
Xbox 360 was your welcome to the league moment.
Kind of like, so like you guys, I guess and I know Delvin was 38 in 1995, but for you, Dev, it seems like you guys got in earlier on following the industry than me.
Yeah. I mean, I got
you guys were following the upcoming releases and the news and the buzz much younger than I did.
Yeah. Probably. With the original Nintendo, because my mom got me a Nintendo Power subscription.
Yeah. Like so I didn't like I needed the internet. It wasn't until the internet that was like awoken for me. Everything else is like hearsay from the playground, from GameStop, but just what people would say. Commercials here and there.
Yeah. I don't know about you, Delvin, but yeah, I had all the game magazines. Like I would always, like every month, I'm looking to go to the magazine rack to go find GamePro, EGM. I had the subscription to Nintendo Power, so I had all my Nintendo news. But then the GamePros, the EGMs, and eventually there was a magazine called Play that I really liked. Wizard magazine for like the comic books and stuff like that.
How old were you when you really started doing this?
Let's see. How old was I in 86?
Yeah.
Because that was when I got to play. That's when
How old were you in 86?
I was.
What are we talking about?
I was 5.
So you have like a 10-year head start on this for me. Because I wasn't doing this until, honestly, as much as I can recall, maybe tail end of the GameCube. But like I remember hearing rumors about what the Wii was. And that's when I started. So it was junior, senior high school was 2005, 2006 for me. So right at the dawn of 360 Wii, that's really when I started to get into this stuff.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The Nintendo Power, and then we bought, I forgot what game we went to Toys R Us and bought, and they gave us the initial first issue of Game Pro. So like from day one with video games, I've got these companion books that have all this information for gaming, and that just sparked it. So I realized, I get these every month. So every month, like I'm waiting for the mail to arrive with my new Nintendo Power so I can see what is coming next. Like what's the next game? What's the new things that are coming out? And then going to the newsstand to see, okay, is there a new Game Pro yet? Is there a new EGM yet? So that was always, it was just part of gaming. Gaming was synonymous with the gaming magazines for me. They just went hand in hand.
I feel like you've given me a better appreciation for folks' connections to magazines. Because I've heard that in our Discord and our listeners for years. I know people always talk about having them, and I would get one occasionally. Maybe at a Kroger or something, and there's one on the shelves, But like you were devouring that information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never had that. I don't think until like at least I'd say maybe like 2003, 2004. Before that, games were like toys. I just had this game system. I didn't care if it was literally, I don't think I ever cared about whether a system was better or not until the Wii 360 thing. Because then all of the consoles, they were like, well, this has got the emotion engine, and then the Wii is like, it's the revolution and the controller, and the 360's Xbox Live Arcade. That's when I was actually starting to like, all right, pros and cons. Like let's do bean counters for these. Before, I don't think I ever gave a shit if my GameCube was strong, my N60. I never cared. I never even thought about it. I was like, I don't know. I don't think Nintendo.
I started caring about what things were better until the PlayStation era, when you actually got to see that. But like Genesis or Super Nintendo, it wasn't about which one was stronger or anything. It was just like, what games do they have? Like,
yeah.
With EA, for example, like the sports games just played better on Genesis than they did on Super Nintendo. So like you wanted to have both because you wanted to play Madden or Bulls versus Blazers on the Genesis because it just ran better. Super Nintendo, like you wanted that for like all the RPGs and Secret of Mana and F-Zero and all the different like Nintendo licensed properties. Where with Sega, like it was just a totally different vibe. It was way more arcadey. So like Altered Beast, as much as people hate that game, it was dope to be able to see that as an arcade cabinet and then also on the Genesis. There's another game called DJ Boy that was just a lot of fun. You were a DJ on roller skates. It was a side scroller beat 'em up, but it was also something that was in the arcade. So you have that also on the Genesis. And then like Street Fighter. Oh my God, I can play this at home now.
Like portables, like, oh, you can take your games with you. It's like, oh shit, you don't have to go to the arcade now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Final Fight, like all these games we were playing in the arcade started coming to the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis. So being able to have home versions of those was incredible. Like I got my Super Nintendo with Street Fighter 2 for Christmas.
Great.
Yeah. This is all like, as I say, around that 2002 thing. Like I never really did magazines until Game Informer. I got Game Informer part of the subscription. I always read that. That might have actually been right around when it started. But I used to go to GameSpot to get the E3 discs. And that was like, I got to see the new game, like.
Did you rent games from like a mom and pop store before like Blockbuster?
No.
See, I think that was also another thing that was huge for me.
I've rented games and movies. It was always from Blockbuster or Hollywood Video.
So around the corner from me, there was a mom and pop video store that rented video games. So every time I had a couple of bucks, I would go around the corner to this video store and look for the games that I saw in the magazine that I thought I wanted to play. And I would rent games based on that. There were some trash games and there were some good games.
Yeah, but you had the ability to really like sample a selection.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I played the same like 7 N64 games for like a decade.
Yeah. By N64, like I was much older and we had everybody had an N64, so we were just swapping games. And again, yeah, we would go to Blockbuster and
I played so much Ocarina and Mario Golf, man. Like I just so much Blitz, just played the same thing like over and over and over again, for a good while.
Yeah. Just again, like that 10-year head start I had, it just completely shaped a different way that I game compared to you. Yeah. And again, having the mom and pop store around the corner for me to be able to play DuckTales, like, cause I saw it in the magazine, was like, oh, this is cool. I love this cartoon. Let me go pick up this game and play it for a weekend.
Nice.
Yeah. Good times.
Delvin?
Question number 2.
We can end it there. I was just waiting for you to chime in at all.
I think Dev kind of nailed it. Like it was just the era. It was the era that you kind of like. I was talking about this with somebody the other day. That the fact that it was really cool to be able to get a console and kind of get the close to arcade experience at home. That meant a lot. Like just like buying Street Fighter and it looks like
because the arcade was better. That was like the best version.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So like you go home like, oh, this is pretty much Street Fighter that we played in the arcade. It's a
That's
little
really
slower.
funny because like Atari, if I get any of these handhelds or emulations, a lot of them come preloaded with a shit ton of arcade. I'm like, get this shit off of here. Yeah. Like I've always looked down on them, but yeah, no, I get it. You guys growing up, you're like, oh shit, that was the bee's knees.
Yeah.
That was the best.
It was a big difference. Like, like I said, when you growing up and it really started with like the Genesis and Super Nintendo. Mm-hmm. Like getting the arcade at home was really cool. Like,
I thought that wasn't the NES.
No. The
Not
NES was no, it did get close. The Ninja Turtle game, so Ninja Turtles 2 on NES was the arcade game. And that was just probably like the only game that was like
Pac-Man or something. Like they had some arcade stuff, right?
Yeah. Even Pac-Man kind of looked bastardized a little bit. Super Mario was pretty good.
And like it wasn't as good?
Regular Mario Brothers. It didn't look as good and it wasn't as smooth.
Yeah.
Really? Pac-Man?
Yeah, so yeah. Huh. It was still better in the arcade than it was on the Nintendo.
Way better in arcade.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It was slower.
Mm-hmm.
On home
PC gaming. Not your local arcade cabinet.
Yeah.
Basically. That is probably the most apt comparison to like the early Nintendo, Super Nintendo comparison. Like the PC version was in the arcade. Like Mortal Kombat, for example, played way better in the arcade than it did at home. NBA Jam, the arcade version was way better than the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis version.
I never had arcades, so like I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, arcade was just better. Home version.
I've played arcade cabinets, of course,
but
I never went to an arcade.
Did you have a 7-Eleven or a donut store?
So that to me, when people say arcades, that's what I think of. I think of the corner at the bar, at the bowling alley.
Yeah,
that's
where I played most of my arcade games. That's the place we played most arcade games.
But it wasn't like it wasn't Mortal Kombat. I'll tell you that.
I had Mortal Kombat like at the corner store.
It definitely wasn't Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
It was like older stuff.
The guy at the corner store like had Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter arcade cabinets,
shit like that.
Really? What about? Did you have 7-Elevens?
I'm sure I did. I mean,
they didn't have arcade games.
I didn't go. Well, one. I mean, I just at the time, or at least the time that I'm thinking of, my time in Ohio, we were poor. We moved around a lot. Didn't have a lot of possessions. My mom never had a car.
I mean, we walked.
So
I guess I lived in the inner city, so everything was
didn't have any money.
Walking distance. I didn't have any money either, but if I had a quarter,
but like you guys talk like and I've seen it in movies and stuff, like a whole business that's just an arcade, like an arcade.
So
like I've never seen that. To me, like the arcade is like the side of the bowling alley. That's the arcade.
For the most part, it was. There was only one place that I ever went that had that type of arcade. That was the arcade, and that was at the mall in a pizza parlor that had a large arcade.
Gotcha.
By my old house, I had a corner store that had like 2 video game cabinets in there. One was Mortal Kombat, one was Street Fighter 2.
I remember NBA Jam. I don't think I knew enough to know that it was better or worse than the NBA Jam that I've played at friends' houses.
It's a completely different game.
Yeah. you couldn't see the player faces really good on the NBA Jam like the home consoles. The arcade one, that's Bill Clinton.
Yeah, and when they run up and down the court, they would get larger and smaller. The Super Nintendo Genesis version did not have that at all.
Yeah,
the sound
I was definitely. That's what I was saying. It wasn't until closer to the Wii that I was even caring about that. I think it was the GameCube. GameCube was like the time where talking about different levels of fidelity was like something I started to engage in.
Interesting. Yeah. But for the most part, most of my arcade games were played at the 7-Eleven. They had Final Fight, they'd have Metal Slug, or just a Neo Geo cabinet with a bunch of games in it. So Samurai Showdown, you'd have Street Fighter, you'd have
the Neo Geo collections on Switch.
Yeah. So all those games would come in one cabinet, and you could pick between like 3 or 4 games, and then they would just cycle them out. So like,
was the Neo Geo just an arcade cabinet?
No,
or was it something else? That's what I was thinking, because I never knew what this was, never had one or saw one when I was growing up. But because of these collections, I've played all of the games, and if they ran like that on whatever it was, the Neo Geo was some hot shit, man.
It was.
I'm not going to lie to you.
$500 in the.
Well, it was worth it because
nobody
based on the other stuff that I was playing, like at that time or even later than that, like there's a lot of cases that shit was better than shit I was playing 10 years after that. Like what they were doing, animation and like video and shit it's pretty great.
Yeah.
Neo
like
Geo
Turf Masters still holds up. Like it's still good. I was playing that shit. I was like, yo, this is really good though. How does it look so good? How is it so smooth?
Did you know anybody that had a Neo Geo, Delvin?
Hell no.
I didn't even know it existed until, not
there were two
recently.
versions. There was like the Neo Geo, and there was like a Neo Geo Gold. It was more expensive. Yeah. And it literally was like having the arcade cabinet at home, because you could also take your game saves and go to the arcade and continue them.
That's some mind-blowing shit for you guys back then. Memory card.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow, that's crazy.
But again, I never knew a single person that
poor.
had one. Yeah, because that shit was $500.
Samurai Showdown looks nice. It's good looking. Like, yeah, it's a really cool,
awesome
vibe. Neo Geo stuff.
Yep. Those were good times. Good times. That's what I'm nostalgic for. Like, that's the stuff that I miss. I miss the pizza parlor, the arcades, the 16-bit era, the magazines. That's the shit that I miss. That's what I go back to in a heartbeat.
Freddy Fazbear.
Yeah. In a heartbeat. No second thoughts. Take me back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get it, but it's definitely different. You have more professional coverage. It's like, I think I'm very nostalgic for like indie web game coverage. There were a lot of like sites just popping up, like the .com boom and shit, just like, IGN64 and like all these forums and different places. And it was fun following and finding outlets of them before YouTube, before cell phones, before all that. Finding guides was like such a big deal.
Yeah, I never did any of that because I had the magazines. Like, I didn't go to forums. I just, for what?
Oh, yeah.
It was never.
I did that to talk to people, to do what we're doing now, to find my future podcast host. I found you.
Yeah. I don't even remember how I found Married to the Game, which is the crazy part. Like, I always think back, how the hell did I find this podcast? And for the life of me, cannot remember how I found it.
I was couriering back then. That's when I found all these podcasts, is when I was doing the courier stuff. So I would drive overnight to different places across the country. And back then I would just type gaming into like iTunes and just download, just play anything. I was just interested in it. So I tried a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, Gabe Patillo hopped in my DMs. Straight told me, like, you'll probably like the show.
Really?
That's crazy.
Yeah. I think I was on a podcast called Geek.
Now that you say that, I remember him. Yeah, he used to just do that.
Yeah.
Like if he interacted with people online, he would just tell them, like he would just plug it. I remember him doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't good at even that. On Twitter. Like I wasn't on social media at all. I don't know how what's funny is Barrett33. Barrett is like one of the person who was telling me to listen to podcasts. He was like, you might like podcasts. Like, you might like Podcast Beyond. And I think that is the first podcast that I ever listened to. Because at first I was like, I don't want to listen to people talk about video games. Like, I'm good. And again, this was, God,
mine was Nintendo Voice Chat.
I was 30 at that point.
I was much younger, but NVC, Audrey Drake and Rich George.
Oh.
That's why we do the Greetings Couplings. The Greetings Couplings is Audrey Drake's thing.
I thought that was just something you made up.
No, I've ripped it off. Because I really liked them, and that's when I kind of get into it. And then they both left and moved on to better careers, and I never really could. The podcast really fell off for me. Podcasts are so host-centric. Like, I liked Jose, but they just kept having turnover, and I just eventually, moved on. But my Greetings Couplings was a shout-out to, like, my favorite era of that show.
Mm.
I even told her about it. She was like, she told me to do it. She was like, keep it going. Yeah.
Yeah, I was definitely like 31 or 32 before I started listening to podcasts. Because when I started working at NBC, so it was after my daughter was born. And that was when I found Podcast Beyond, just because Barrett was like, man, you should listen to this. So
Beyond.
Like, yeah. And then somehow found Married to the Games, which then somehow I got on their forum and started talking shit to
Led you to me. And where did that get you? Right back to me. Those Married to the Games forum days were great.
They were. I was live.
I loved. We could watch E3 and then come bitch to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you think it's so great. Who the fuck wants to play Flower?
Oh my God.
You were right about that one. Turns out you were correct.
I'll never forget during one of the Wii U years. It was the year we all realized it was over. Like, their big E3 was like, I think it was like Mario Tennis, which was real bad, and something else. And I remember going to Married to the Games because everybody was like, I wonder what Donnie thought. And I was like, well, guys, it's not good. like we fought the hard fight and we have lost. That forum was on fire that day. They were like, even Donnie hates it.
Jason was in there too, yeah?
Oh, that's how we met. Jason and I, we palled around those forums right back and forth for years.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Fun times.
What a time. What a time. All right. It's been 3 hours and 40-something minutes. Delvin is half asleep.
Correct.
You at any moment, Delvin, you can just leave. You don't have. You could just be like, I'm. It's like we tell our guests, like, you could just be like, I gotta go.
No, he's not Microsoft. He's not going to pivot. He's like Sony, Nintendo, and he's going to see it through.
Stick the course. He believes in it.
He believes in it. He's here for it.
Okay.
So,
fair enough. I respect it.
I respect it.
He's gonna bitch and moan all day tomorrow about it, though.
Goddamn right I am. The American way. I stay so I can bitch and moan more about it.
Let me tell you about these fuckers that kept me up all night. He's over going on and on about Xbox. Dude, nobody cares. Halo's on PlayStation anyway. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Exactly. Yeah. We could have cut out about a good hour of the Xbox talking about this other stuff. Good stuff.
I told you everything else is an Xbox. The new show.
Yeah.
I love this idea.
That is really good
it's
idea.
a really good idea, though, right?
It's a good idea because I might end up on the show.
Everything else is an Xbox. Where you talk about Xbox and everything else, not PlayStation. Just everything else, right? Handhelds, PC, Steam Decks, Xbox, mobile, cloud. It's a great idea.
It's a great idea.
Everything else is an Xbox.
That sounds like a you Delvin and Sean show.
No.
It's a verbal trademark. I would love to do it with Sean. Sean can't do it, but like I would love to do it with Sean. Like Sean and like Garrett. Like I need one, like one non-super Xbox centric personality. And then like that'd be a really fun show. It's like Game Tech, but Empire, but Portable Pros. It's really good.
Only if we get early morning Garrett where he's just talking quietly and very calmly and just
I don't think it's gonna be very good.
Yeah, that's the Garrett that we need. Garrett can just sit there and kind of calmly talk shit.
Did anybody hear if he wants to show up this weekend? Do I have to reach out to him?
I don't know. I wouldn't pay attention.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Speaking of not paying attention, we're almost in the month of November, and I don't remember what we decided last year at all. But I do remember that last year we had a debate on what to do about our Christmas break, and I just don't know what that was.
Yes,
I don't remember.
Did, Dev.
So what was it, Delvin? Because I remember you cared a great deal about whatever it was.
Yes, because we were saying record early, and so we don't have to come back. And Donnie was like, we should come back at a point in time, just record a Christmas episode.
So we do the Christmas show in the middle of December, in the middle of our break. And Delvin doesn't want to do that. He wants to just do it and then never talk to us for a month.
Correct.
Isn't that what we did last year?
No. We came back. You didn't come back. That was the problem.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem, Delvin. I don't think Rebecca's going to like this idea.
Well, that's
because our end of the year show has always been Christmas coded. Like it's always.
But she also don't like the idea that Dev just wouldn't show up. This is the way we keep Dev here, by doing that last episode of PSVG as a Christmas episode and just not holding on to it.
So obviously we don't have to figure this out on the pod, but this next week, let's try to have an idea on when we're doing these dates and stuff so we can start putting out some word.
That's a good idea.
So like our final episode should be like right now, I'll just throw it while I have you. Like if we're going to keep the same day, which nobody else can do, right? So we can't do it on Wednesday, right? It's got to be a weekend.
What's Wednesday?
Wednesday.
I'm thinking. All right, so I'm thinking November. Let's do this. December 6th. It's a Saturday.
It's the first Saturday in December.
First Saturday in December. And we'll come back.
Let's see.
January 3rd or 10th.
That sounds right.
I could do that. My wife will be visiting her other family on the 6th. So sure.
So maybe Shaq comes back the 4th. PSVG comes back the 6th or the 7th.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'll start pushing that tomorrow. Listeners, you heard us do this live. If you've made it this far, all 4 of you that make it to this point, you'll know that that's what we're trying to plan. So.
Yep. Cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
we did it.
Until next time, please play some video games.
Nobody's sleeping in the middle of the bed. The middle of the bed is only where you do the business. But when everybody's ready to sleep, it's the side of the bed that can't be beat. It's the middle of the bed where lovers meet. But when it comes time to slumber, it's the edges. Ooh, the edges.